All right, I think we're live. Welcome to the stream. I'm sorry. Having trouble. I don't know why my camera won't show up. There we go. My bad. Anyway, welcome to the show. Today we're going to watch a few more episodes of UWF. We got some time. Well, I'll probably have some extra time at the end. It's Christmas. We need to look back on the good things. What's up, Dave's channel, ATF Media, Fleetwood. Good to see you're alive, buddy. Dave's channel, Jerry. We're going to watch some Necro Butcher matches after our UWF episodes, but it won't cut into our UWF time. We'll have our normal UWF time, and then we'll go into some Necro Butcher matches. What's up, Luna? Let's see. Tomorrow is going to be the Christmas special. Keep in mind, it's not a Boyd Christmas special. It's just a Christmas special. Although there will be a few Boyd videos, but it will predominantly not be Boyd. So, like, plan accordingly. I will not be here Thursday. Friday will be Memphis. Saturday is going to be a tribute to Jimmy, and I may sneak in a tribute to HFF in there as well. I'm looking at my schedule to try to fit everything in before the end of the year, but next week is going to be a much different schedule, though. We're not going to do our normal stuff, but we'll be back to normal schedule the week after that. But I'll be here, I think, I don't know, 3 or 4 days next week. I'm working on my worst of 2025. I could really only think of 5 things that I really disliked. And one of them was personal. One of them was Miss Hayes striking my channel because her simp boyfriend told her to. Then I also, just in general, I think like OPC Don, I feel like he was awful all the time, so he would be on the list. The Thorpes versus Keemstar, I think, was one of the worst things in 2025. Killed Thorpe TV. The Grace and War Chief arc, I think, is probably the worst thing of 2025. And then the panel verse. I feel like the panel verse is awful too. Is that too general if I just say the panel verse? For like my worst of 2025 is the panel verse. But yeah. I did a review of the chocolate Little Debbie Christmas cakes today. If you're a Clarence fan, check out that video. I put in some Clarence lore in there. What's up, Jeremy? There was something else I was gonna say too. Oh, Title Match Wrestling put up a Fred Ottman shoot interview for free on their page, and he talks quite a bit about Memphis on there. Kim's insane ranting should get an honorable mention. Well, that would have to be like a viewer's choice, worst of 2025. All right, let's get started with UWF. This is what is it called? Fury Hour, episode 16. So we've actually been watching this. This is our 6th week of UWF. That's kind of crazy. I feel like we were just watching that. Remember that weird Austin Idol promotion? Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Having conversations, wow, with Tyrone. Oh, hi, Mark. I saved the bank bundles, yet they don't promote me. They're not chill. Just to be honest with you, and I'm not shading any of these people. Obviously, I'm a huge fan. I watch the Thorpes, I watch Ruby, I watch a bunch of these channels, but it is true that there are a lot of people who want to see the content, but they don't want to watch it with the on those channels. Does that make sense? It's why places like Shabatoni and even here to a lesser extent and Deadman, Naptown. It's why the Clippers sometimes get more views than the actual streamer. I mean, imagine Janny with VP just rebroadcasts VP as she streams, and then like there's a chat there that's like an anti-VP chat. You wouldn't get blocked in what chat? Clarence? You wouldn't get banned in the Ruby chat, but I mean, like...
Pleasure once again to welcome you to the Universal Wrestling Federation Fury Hour. I'm Craig DeGeorge. Great to have you with us again.
I mean, they're not always chill. They're not bad, though, to be honest.
Bruno Sammartino, we've got the big matches we've been talking about all along. First of all, you got Bob Orton, the ace, going up against B. Brian Blair.
This in itself is a grudge match.
Now, the Discords are not chill at all.
But this match,
the HFF Discord right now is Triggerman having a bunch of conversations with himself via alts.
Steve Williams against Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff in our feature match.
Greg, this is not going to be a
What's up, Randy?
Match. This is going to be a war, I promise you. These are two individuals who hate each other. They're going to go out here tonight and they're going to try to destroy one another. This is going to be a vicious, vicious battle.
All right, Herb Abrams will be with us throughout the program, and let's go to him now for the rest of tonight's card.
What a card, Craig and Bruno. The popular Steve the Wild Thing Ray gets the show underway. The villainous Russian
let it cook with Clarence. What a terrible picture of David Sammartino.
One of tonight's great matchups, B. Brian Blair.
Hey, did you guys see that Hannibal posted a video and supposedly Brian Blair making Is that why he got so mad at Brian Blair? Because Brian Blair said that Iron Sheik hooked up with, was part of like the Ring Boy scandal, like hooked up with Patterson and them. Or what was that guy's name? The one Garvin guy, or Mel Phillips for the Ring Boy? He posted a video last night about it.
Cowboy Bob Orton and his infamous mentor,
he should have a cast.
The UWF debut of the man with the tan.
Ruby is totally useless crap.
And finally,
wow.
The match we've been waiting for months. Dr. Death, Steve Williams, in a revenge match against Paul, Mr. Wonderful Orndorff. Lou Albano bellies up with another Captain Lou's Corner. And we'll answer another fan's letter on Ask the Wrestlers.
Koloff isn't in, really?
That ring is sure linked to all the news and happenings in the UWF on the UWF power line. Find out where the match is going to be in the future.
I've got my reading glasses on. You know it's serious.
What your favorite UWF wrestler have to say? Just dial the power line at 1-900-4204-UWF. Call now. The Wild Thing, yes. The Wild Thing, Steve Ray. This guy, he's wild. But,
oh, terrible hat.
Cutie Pie always provides you with some good action, so this ought to be an interesting match.
Yeah,
I hope he's in there with Spicoli.
And we've got a big hour of excitement as well coming on the Universal Wrestling Federation.
To say that again, this is going to be a most interesting hour. We've got some really, really super powerhouse matches here. So
what's up, Piano Armand?
I think an exciting match. And Steve, the Wild Thing Ray. Oh, look at him with the girls. Look at him with the New York girls. Boy,
Daddy said so.
Does he look happy or what?
I watched the Dark Side of the Ring on UWF last night on YouTube. Again, for like the 5th time.
This New York is wild. That's for me. Meanwhile, Cutie Pie saying, what's going on? Those girls ought to be coming after me. After all, I'm Cutie Pie.
Listen, he is excitement personified.
Well, guys, never mind
that hat was in style.
Battle in that ring, and that's where you're going to show who's who here.
He looks like a drug-addicted painter with that, like a house painter with that hat on.
He's still got his cap on and his jacket. And come on, let's take it off and let's get
Ring rats, hell yeah.
I think Cutie Pie there, Spicoli, I think he's very upset and angry. He did not like what he saw outside that ring. He felt that should have been him surrounded by those pretty girls. After all, as I said, he is the Cutie Pie.
Who are you talking? Oh, Shane Douglas.
For sure.
Okay, so Shane Douglas was So Shane Douglas was with James for a while, and then he couldn't. I think James is a little more business oriented. He doesn't want to do things casually. He wants like a schedule, and I don't think that worked for Douglas, right? So they split ways. So Douglas is still on his own channel, but he's back to making content now, is what you're saying, I think. What wrestler was ever on drugs? I couldn't tell you. It's a tight business. It's a brotherhood.
Coming up here in the Universal Wrestling Federation. Steve the Wild Thing Ray and the Cutie Pie Louis Spicoli. As we mentioned, mentioned, later on we'll see B. Brian Blair and the
Laurinaitis and Douglas.
And of course, the big feature, Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff, against Dr. Death, Steve Williams. And those of you who have been along with us know the story, then we'll talk about much more.
That
later
guy
on.
that
Right
told
now,
the
it's
foot girl to strike me, by the way, he's in the military, so like while he's off deployed, or I don't think he's deployed, but you know what I mean, like while he's on the base or whatever doing it, she's making, she's doing her like cam work and stuff. And he, I guess, and he didn't care for me talking to her. So he had to put an end to it.
Can't knock him down. You know, Cutie Pie has not had much success here in the UWF, but he has shown signs in almost every match of some flashes of talent.
But in all fairness to him, too, he has faced some of the toughest opponents as well. And he is a young guy, but one thing you have to give credit for.
This is what the roundhouse.
I'm all pissed off now thinking about OPC Don. No, I'm just kidding. Just the mention of his name. OPC. His new show is actually pretty good. Monty seems to know how to manage these Discord weirdos and like limit the time that they're on the screen. A lot of people will just let them talk and talk and talk. It seems like Monty's pretty good about cutting, like moving from segment to segment pretty well. Yeah, give me just a second. I'll put it in.
This with a very poor roundhouse play. Unable to buckle him back off the rope. Oh, slide over the top. That's been destroyed.
I love this. I love the venue. Okay, let's see. How do I share this?
Dumb mistake on his part to have his back turned to be talking to fans. I mean, his opponent wasn't that hurt that he could feel that confidence he could turn his back to him, and as a result, he got caught with that little slider, and down he went. And right now, he caught the Wild Thing, Steve Ray here, with a pretty good blow on those ropes, and he felt it.
Good try, as we've talked about, is again having some success. Hasn't shown up in the win column, but you got to feel that sooner or later he's going to win one of these. There's a good kick.
Now, to be clear, that's the channel he's primarily using right now. That's his serious race channel. He's got the other channel that we did a deep dive on. You only going to get good vibes from this channel. That's got a little bit of a different... He talks about his people, but it's not as aggressive or anti-white as the Real Hebrews channel is.
Forward by Cutie Pie. And this has not been a very good start for Ray, needless to say.
He's on all the time. He was at Walmart. I guess somebody stopped him again at Walmart.
2.5 count, and that's too close.
Good point. Well, Steve, the Wild Thing Ray, who's been trying to make a name for himself here. Turn around, crossbody block, gets flipped back over, and two, and he's going to... No.
What?
Trying to make a name for himself here. Turn around, crossbody block, gets flipped
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good God, come on.
You know, the referee a little bit slow there in the 3 count.
But they're flying body press.
I was like, you got to be... They're going to let Spicoli beat Wild Thing after this build? Did they ever hook up with their non-dark pupiled aunt? Wow, why didn't they? Oh. Different time, man.
He's got him twisted him up on the top rope there. And look where Ray's going now. He's going to the opposite side.
It was just a different time. What a great show, though, the Flintstones. I asked Ben one time what his feelings on the... Well, I asked him during the restaurant interview because I told that story about how someone came into his restaurant and was waiting an hour on their birthday, and they noticed that Ben, the owner, was sitting there watching the Flintstones on an iPad. And I asked him his thoughts on the Flintstones, but I don't think I got an answer.
Steve Ray, the Wild Thing!
Talk about a man in our profession that has credentials, and you have to spit the name of Ivan Koloff. Here's a man who wrestling historians will always refer to as the only man ever to defeat Bruno Sammartino.
Bullshit.
And a man who filled emergency rooms up all over the country. Well, Ivan Koloff, you came to the UWF for a challenge, and that's exactly what you're going to get. Because David Sammartino may not be the biggest man in professional wrestling, but I guarantee you I'm the most fit, and I'm the most dangerous if provoked.
Coming up, David Sammartino and Ivan Koloff next on the UWF Fury Hour.
Yep. That was a real eye-opener for me when I found out, because that's like one of my favorite shows. Probably is my favorite show of all time. A regular TV show.
Here on the Fury Hour, I'm Greg DeGeorge with Bruno Sammartino. Here's Koloff trying to make some kind of a statement here. Banging the canvas.
That's a little intimidating, isn't it? If you're going to be his opponent,
Actually, behind the scenes on that, I actually lied in that interview because someone did comment that they were there on their birthday and that they waited an hour and the owner was just sitting there, you know, relaxing, but he wasn't watching the Flintstones on an iPad. But I really needed to fit in how to get Ben to talk about the Flintstones.
Making his approach to the ring at this time, 227 pounds from the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
You watch all the new shows? What an asshole.
Well, here's David Sammartino, Bruno. We've talked about it over the past few
No
weeks.
wonder you thought the Viking could make big box office with Hulk Hogan if Vince got behind the push.
He'll also tell you he is one of the strongest and in the best shape of his life, but very solid 225.
well, you know,
I used to have the big DVD set, but it got stolen.
look at that crowd, huh?
As Koloff gets set, you see the big crowd is edging up on their seats and taking a look at this big matchup. And certainly looking forward to what we have in store. And stay tuned, we've got Brian Blair coming up.
Against David Sammartino? I mean, in theory, yeah,
This has been
but
exciting the last few weeks. And not only we've had capacity crowds, but some big superstars in that audience, you know, very exciting audience, and some just fantastic matches, some great talent. But right now, Koloff here versus David Sammartino, and you know, this is ironic, Greg. I wrestled Koloff when he was a young, upcoming guy who was a bull of a man from Mars about. And now, in a sense, here he is, you know, my son, he's a relatively youngster, you know.
Yeah.
I think All in the Family is one of those shows that a lot of people, if they actually sat down and watched it, it's much different than like what they, especially if you take the time to watch, you know, string a few episodes together. I mean, it's much different than what its kind of modern reputation is.
That you passed along some kind of scouting report, if I'm reading into this correctly.
Well, you know, David's been around a while now, and and that really don't interfere much because he's seen all the best in these sports, and he has to come up with his own plan, so to speak.
Kelly
you know.
Bundy.
He's not,
I hate David
6 months in the
Sammartino.
business.
I wish
He's
he
bad,
would
nothing
stop
more.
wrestling here.
Yes, he has.
It just sucks all the
Crafty veteran and,
fun
Koloff, no
out
doubt
of
about
a-
that. And of course, that chain has come into play in past weeks.
I have so many things I want to talk to you guys about, but I can't until after the first of the year because they have to do with the things that are coming up between now and then. But I've got some fun stories.
David knows because he's known Koloff for a long time, and he knows that all he needs is to make one mistake and that could be curtain. So I hope he prepared real well for this, and because he's going to need everything within himself.
How do I check to see who is banned from my channel? I have no idea. Well, wait a minute. Let's see. Let me check.
Trying to apply some pressure to Koloff.
Well, maybe it's in community
Not
moderation.
going to be enough against the Russian Bear.
I don't see it.
David Sammartino, living out of the Atlanta area now, is a personal fitness trainer when he is not in the ring.
Yeah, I don't see. It's probably in the deep settings somewhere, like in your account, maybe.
Good chin lock too. He's got that hand around, although David's trying to wiggle free.
What David should do is he shouldn't so much as try to, you know, he should be making quicker moves, make Koloff move around, confuse him a little bit, because David does have great speed. But David sometimes is the type, because he has confidence and strength and everything else.
Yeah,
he's
Archie
willing
was
to
like
action
a
opponent.
lot of his
Sometimes you have to use
anger
super
and
strength.
his
And,
feelings
that's where
toward
Koloff,
things were either driven by he would get mad listening to the news, he would get mad listening to the radio, when he was in traffic, or he would get mad about things like, he would get mad about something that happened directly to him. And then by the end of the episode, then he would realize that, like, you know, it wasn't as narrow of an issue as he thought it was.
Because he's a very difficult guy to get the advantage on.
But he also wasn't like a, you know, the show, I think, was pretty fair in how it approached everything. Because it would, I mean, it would look at Archie and his conservative values, you know, but then it would also, like, Meathead would get himself into situations where his, you know, radical feminism and things would kind of paint him into a corner in his relationship. And he would have to kind of, like, he would then have to admit that, like, well, maybe this, you know, this like doesn't work all the, like, whatever his thought was doesn't work all the time. So, like, just like Archie would get upset when things happen directly to him, Mike would kind of drop his feminism a little bit if it affected his marriage or, you know, in some way. So I thought they did a pretty good job overall. But nowadays, people on both sides, they don't want to see anything unless it's echo chamber. How is Ivan Koloff not in the Hall of Fame? That's crazy.
And it was only a matter of time, you think, Bruno, for that gene to come back and haunt Ivan Koloff, a man who has
I
done
think
so much
he
damage
I don't know that he wouldn't vote for him, but I do think that he would say he would be pretty open, like, if he felt like something that Trump did was hurting him or his family in some way. You know what I mean? Like, he would vocalize it, but I mean, I think he would be critical, unlike a lot of people today. They don't want, not just conservatives, everybody, they don't want to be critical of the people that they vote for some reason. It's so baffling to me. Like, it's weird to me that, like, we're moving into a time in America where questioning the government, questioning the police, questioning authority figures is, like, somehow seen as a negative, and I'm completely baffled by it.
here in the UWF.
It's very, for anybody. I can't imagine any political ideology, maybe except for one, would go along with something like that. They would approve of that.
No mistakes with him. Nice toss by David.
First of two, but he took the
Yeah, he was his neighbor, old George Jefferson. He probably would have forgotten. Well, I'm trying to remember what happened in the episode where he really went, like, where him and Meathead were going to go vote, but I can't remember now. My favorite episode, well, one of my favorite episodes ever is Archie goes into the blood bank with Meathead, and they meet up with Lionel there, the Jefferson's son. And Mike is trying to convince Archie to give blood, and he doesn't want to because he's worried that they'll give his blood to a black guy. And then Archie starts to worry that if he's ever in, like, a situation where he needs a transfusion, he's worried then that, like, he's going to get the blood from a black guy. And Mike is trying to talk him down, and Lionel comes in, and Lionel is a troll. So whenever he talks to Archie, Archie's like, "You're never going to believe this, Lionel. He's telling me the blood in a black guy and the blood in a white guy are exactly the same." And Lionel's like, "Mike, why are you telling him these lies?" And he's really playing it up to Archie. I thought it sounded like one of my favorite scenes. And Mike is trying to explain to Archie that, like, essentially it's like putting oil or gasoline into a car, that, you know, your organs kind of function like the parts of a car, and that, like, you know, it's your, I forget what he says it is, you know, oil filter or something like that. He says it's some kind of a, you know, car part. And Archie is just, he's disgusted to his core that Mike has compared, you know, the human body and the human experience to, like, a car part. And, like, the complete disgust and disappointment with Archie is so funny.
It's up and he scissors him and takes him down. You can't make mistakes.
It was a good episode.
He just knows, you know, he knows every trick in the book. And he's got eyes in front, the side, and
Lionel is hilarious. He's always fucking with Archie, and with Mike, really, because he makes life harder for Mike.
take nothing away from him. He's as tough individual as there is in the business.
Another scissor though, Bruno.
He gets blood from a black guy at one point in the show, yeah, but I don't know if it's that same episode or not. I can't remember.
Kick out of this right now because the way you're caught in the situation, your ears, your head's ringing. You shouldn't try to get out and try by kind of an old kick out if you can and try to get away and then regroup, so to speak. Okay, now in this situation, if he can wind up with this leg lock. But see, he turned to a hammer lock. Okay. I would have hoped he would have gone to the leg and then turned around and sit the pull-offs back and really yanked on it. Because David is strong.
Working on the arm.
Yeah, although I was going to say, you work on that arm, drive it up, that can do some damage.
Raking the front of the face of Koloff now.
Hey, what's up, Yanni?
Fairly not affected, gets stopped, takes the chop.
Boy, this match is just, come on.
Twist. Trying to get the back body drop on him.
Listen to the crowd. They sound like they're gonna like riot in like a really, well, can you riot in a positive way? I guess they're but they sound really unhappy with this match.
They reversed him.
Couldn't hold him.
Not enough. That's a lot of weight to try and hold down there. That kind of twisted.
And I remember too, Archie and George, of course, were always, kind of at each other because George didn't, he vocalized it was like a Clarence situation. He didn't like white people. Archie would say that he'd prefer not to have black people in his neighborhood. But the one thing that brought them together, that unified them, was when a Puerto Rican was going to move into the neighborhood, and then they joined forces to try to keep the Puerto Rican out.
Angle he has on it.
It was clever the way David got him.
Well, and then you went from All in the Family to Sanford and Son, which is probably like my second favorite show of all time.
Back down, and he nearly
He
got
did
him.
move on up. And they did a good job, too, of telling the story of George moving up, because Archie, when he first learned that, like, they had bought the laundromat, I think it was a laundromat, right? Or dry cleaners or something like that. So, like, over the course of the show, like, until they got their spinoff, like, you got a little bit of storytelling in that as Archie kind of had to deal with it. There was a black guy in his neighborhood who was doing better than him and eventually was able to completely leave the neighborhood for, like, a really, much nicer place.
He was counting, that was a 2-count.
Great theme song on Sanford and Son. Hell yeah.
Reversal, and both of them
Great show.
get free. And now Koloff hammering away at the back.
It reminded me the other day, Ben was talking about, remember when Ben was on was it Ben that was on the rant about High Yellow and like stuff like that? That was like, it reminded me of something that Fred Sanford would say. Remember he got mad at the, I think it was in maybe one of the very first episodes when Lionel was getting married, and he gave some crazy speech about that, about like the gradient of color in black people. And he saw Lamont as being like the most desirable skin color, so he was like telling her to like start at the bottom and work her way up or something like that.
Less experienced person, I think he's so far at least, he's shown Koloff that he can battle with it. Now the abdominal stretch. Now a veteran like Koloff with this, I don't know now if David is going to have much left to get out.
Sanford and Son is fantastic. It's a similar show to All in the Family, but it's also like a lot different. The vibe is certainly a lot different.
No, can't put him away. Top to the midsection. Don't forget, coming up, Brian Blair, Cowboy Bob Orton. Later on, it's determined future match, Dr. Death and Mr. Wonderful, all coming up. Much more as well. Her neighbors and more here on the Fury Hour.
We're looking forward to
It's all
because we know what.
Like Fred Sanford has so many amazing quotes over the course of that show, but I think my all-time favorite is Lamont is always wanting to like. He is embarrassed, basically, of working in the junkyard, and he sees himself as, like, a cultured, educated person, even though he isn't. But he's always aspiring, like, to be better, and so he starts, like, He goes through a phase where he starts reading all these important books and stuff like that. And he says something, you know, he does a quote to Fred from a book, and Fred's like, "What the hell are you talking about?" And he's like, that was Joyce Kilmer said that. And he's like, "Who's Joyce Kilmer?" And Lamont's like, "Oh, he wrote Trees." And Fred goes, "Did they write him back?" It's like so corny, but it's like one of my favorite jokes.
Watching some exciting matches so far.
Look at that move. And you are right about that, Bruno. This one is no exception.
He wrote the theme for the Jeffersons? Wow.
But somehow David again showing the resiliency to kick out. Now he's taking the big chops from Koloff.
Oh, Colonel De Beers is using that here, I think. The knee. You think all those shows are trash? Of course, Ken. You only watch Real Housewives of Las Vegas. I heard you only watch reality television and Johnny Sins videos. Yes. Yes. Oh, come on. Oh, man, did he kick the ref? I don't think so. It looked like it, though.
You really don't want to see it end like that if somebody had a disadvantage. Oh. David knocked out. Looked like he was going to get his feet down, but he was not able to do it. And now they're outside. It's always so dangerous there when you don't have that canvas to protect you should you fall. And they're trading rights and lefts.
They better pay attention to the count, or there's going to be a disqualification here.
He may have heard you. Olaf reaching back in the tights.
Do you think, like, I don't know. Do you think more promos would help in this company? You have these outlandish personalities. Like, would this match have maybe been a little bit better to watch if we had had like a couple promos, or like a little bit more of an angle, something other than just like, I feel like that's the case here with UWF. We get promos, but they never have anything to do with what's going on a lot of the time. The Golden Greek will talk about opponents, but sometimes it just feels like they're just random pre-taped interviews. Like, I feel like with all these fucking nutty people, we could get some really good promos.
Yeah, I think the referee stopped the count, didn't he, Graham?
He may have. Well, no, he hasn't.
Yes, Merry Christmas, even to ATF Media.
Thought he flipped him in, but I hear the count. He counted him out. Well, he was not inside the ring area.
Oh, Keeping It Real with Linda deleted the video of her fucking up her camera, unfortunately.
I think we picked
Countdown, David Sammartino gets the win.
What are they going to make that announcement? Fucking 10 minutes after the count out?
You know what's the ironic about that?
What a, oh my God.
Suplex Sammartino into the ring to get him in by 9, but he stayed outside.
Yeah, Brian Blair to me should be like a low card enhancement guy at
The
this point.
UWF is returning to the Penta Hotel in New York City with a big surprise. That'll be on Friday night, February the 15th at 7 p.m. It's a new date, but the same
ATF Media
UWF
can really
wrestling
relate to Herb
returns
Abrams
to New
because he
York
also
for
likes
the
to cover
Rumble in the
himself in
Big
baby
Apple,
oil
too.
while wearing nothing but cowboy boots.
The UWF debut of the man with a tan, Sunny Beach, is next.
Oh, wow. Sunny Beach, guys. Interesting.
You see it, he's from California. Look at the way, look at
I've heard a lot about Sunny Beach.
Surfboard with him?
Oh, boy.
Yes, he does.
Surfing in the Big Apple. He is surfing. Bruno, he's surfing in the ring. In the Big Apple in January. Who would have thunk it?
I feel like John Arezzi used to have him on Pro Wrestling Spotlight, but I could be wrong. I feel like I know him from that show, or maybe he just talked about him a lot.
What you're saying is we have a lot of color in that ring, huh?
Yes, a lot of color. It's like a couple of human highlighters there, the light green and yellow. Look at that outfit. It's not even a wrestling outfit, is it, Bruno? Looks more like a some kind of
It's like a beach outfit.
First pro you ever met?
beach outfit of
Yeah, if he was Long Island, then I bet he
Actually,
was
looks like a
on,
wetsuit is what it looks like.
When I see movies in the 1940s,
at least included in the coverage on Pro Wrestling Spotlight.
Let's see what kind of wrestling we're going to see.
I don't think I've ever seen him actually wrestle before that I can remember anyway.
Sunny Beach.
Right now looks like a Texas barn dance.
Texas barn dance, huh? couple of shots on Sunny Beach, who's known for a move called the tidal wave. Williams, snap suplex.
Hey, he did it with great speed. I like that. That was very well executed.
And a arm to the back of Sunny Beach.
Right now, at least for
Sunny
Sunny
Beach.
Beach, I've been to California with this surfing board. But that type of turnaround, well, here it is. What a shot right
I like the
there.
flip saw
He got
on
it
that.
coming off the top rope there, so.
God, I wish we could
Might be
watch
coming in
UFC.
now
That's
from
so
Sunny Beach.
frustrating.
Yes, it is. And I think that's what he called his tidal wave suplex.
Tidal wave suplex. Huh? You know, a lot of these wrestling moves have been around for God knows how long. And now they have different names to them because the wrestlers themselves, you know.
Sandman stole Sunny Beach's gimmick.
Attention, and he puts him away just like that.
The winner, Sunny Beach.
Oh man, at least it was quick.
Sunny Beach, and it's a sunny day for him here in his UWF debut.
Captain Lou and his new crew is next.
Right next up, Rainy Mountain.
Just a few short minutes away, be Brian Blair, and you got to step in the ring against the
Swampy
toughest
Bog.
man you've ever faced in your life. And this might be the India, boy. This might be the India.
Hey, let me ask you guys something. I know not everybody in here is into the Boyd stuff, but have any of you guys seen any of the story about what's going on with the Leaping Lemur? There's this streamer named Tarman that covered it. He's pretty much the only person that covered it. But like, it's a really weird situation. Like a faceless YouTube like lolcow A-logger channel had a weird weekend with a female fan, and now is like, you know, there's this, the Kiwi Farms is involved in it. Like, it's really nuts.
Go ahead and kiss sweet honey goodbye.
You're right there, man.
Oh yeah, I remember Sandman in the wetsuit from the
And Albino and all those other
Eastern
guys, let me tell you
Championship
something,
days.
man. Here's our motto, a coin, and this is what we think. Heads, we win. Tails, you lose.
The game was rigged from the start.
Yes, wrestling fans. It's the big old fat man, Captain Lou Albano, back again this week at the Captain's Corner with two very personal, close friends of mine, B. Brian Blair and Honey B. Honey B, what are you doing
Honey
here,
B.
and what is your game plan?
Well, Lou, I'm here strictly as an observer to watch Brian's back, but you know what you get.
Good
when you grab a
good
bee by the
approach. I
tail.
respect that.
Yeah, you get stung, that's right.
I'd like to
And you know
observe
something,
her
Cowboy
honey
Bob
pot.
Orton Jr., I don't know where you get off on calling yourself the cowboy, because nobody around here has ever seen you on a horse. And you know
what?
something, you
What?
golden geek John told us, you get off on running your trap a lot. And you know what
You know what? I like that. You know what? I'm going to give him a point for that. I like that. Why not bring into question the entire identity of Bob Orton? Have we ever seen him on a horse?
happened? Just like Honey said, you're going to stick your hand in the hornet's nest one too many times. You know that, Captain?
In other words,
That's what Dave's
John
channel
Tola
likes to
said,
say, kicking the
"And
hornet's
Orton,
nest."
The party's over, baby. You had the audacity,
Stirring
you
the pot,
medicated gall,
smearing
to go
the
out and
shit.
slap this beautiful young lady. Well, this is the equalizer, brother. This is the man that can do it all. And John Tola, I personally will vouch you to keep an eye on you. I may not be able to beat any professional wrestler today, but let me tell you something. You're a manager, and I'm an announcer, and I'll be there to always keep an eye on you. And B. Brian Blair will handle that big halfwit Bob Orton. Go ahead, brother.
You know something, Captain Lou? It made me sick a couple weeks ago when I saw
Oh.
John Tolas come out here and call you a has-been. Because as far as I'm concerned, you're the greatest wrestling manager that has ever lived. In my
Does he
mind,
wear cowboy
I've seen them all,
boots?
Captain Lou, and I have never seen anybody coach anybody as well as you've coached people to success.
Well, thank you. I thank you. Like I said, I might be old, but let me tell you, it's like fine wine, baby. As I get old, I turn around. I don't mold, but I get better. So John Tolas, look out. These are the people that can do it all. We're ready. They're ready. You're ready. Ready to tell it. Go ahead. Tell them, B. Brian.
Oh, yeah, I'll just be there, Captain. Woo!
Blair still runs Cauliflower Alley? Wow. Do you think he'd come in and do one last run for me?
Well, it's another dip into the mailbag for a lucky fan to win a free UWF t-shirt and cap.
Remember last time that
This
somebody
week,
asked Paul
appropriately
Orndorff
enough,
if he was
the
still
question
alive.
submitted by Andrew Bard of St. James, New York, is for Captain Lou. Andrew wants to know why the captain didn't slap Bob Orton and John Tolas after they flattened Honey. Here's Captain Lou.
Andrew, you sound like a sweet, beautiful lady. But I want to tell you right now, I felt... Andrew, you sound like a sweet, beautiful lady.
Here's
Huh?
Captain Lou.
Andrew Bard?
Andrew, you sound like a sweet, beautiful lady.
Huh?
But I want to tell you right now, I felt so mitigated gall of those people.
Cowboys oh no, the Undertaker.
I felt so upset.
Giving the Undertaker hepatitis.
I'll have the opportunity to slap John Tolis's face and Bob Orton. And believe you me, I'll make them pay. And let me tell you something, sweetheart. I respect the way you write letters in asking for me to do things like that because it's right. And what's right will come happen to Lou Albano. I'll slap both their faces and then slam both of them. You're right, honey. Thank you for writing in.
Captain Lou is so excited about
Randy was like, coming up next, 5 more Captain Lou segments. I didn't know they were coming in a row.
Who nevertheless is a winner, and you can be too. Just send in a question on a postcard with your name and address to your
Randy
favorite
Wanzer
UWF
would ride
personality
into Honey and
to
ask, is it
the
pink?
wrestlers. 702 Washington Street, Marina Del Rey, California, 90292. The Brian Blair, Bob Orton.
Oh, here we go with another Albano segment. Or as Tolos calls him, albino.
As much as this trio has.
Craig, remember back in November the incident that led to this bad blood.
Give it.
between
Oh, there we
Orton
go,
and
Bob.
Tolis team. It was several weeks after this incident in another match that Captain Lou came to Blair's
Apologize to
rescue, again
Andrew
at the hands of Orton
for
and Tolis,
misgendering.
which has set up this match here at the Penta.
This is going to be an interesting match because not only the two participants in the ring, which are both the top caliber wrestlers, but keep in mind, you have Tolis out there. Now you have Captain Lou Albano versus Honey there too. And you know that somewhere along the line, something's going to happen.
Ooh, I don't know.
If Tolis's man gets in trouble,
I don't think we ever looked up Honey to see.
I know he doesn't like Tolis because they have a little complication.
Maybe she, I'm not trying to besmirch her or anything, but pretty well known that Abrams was cycling in a lot of women for pleasure purposes. Maybe Honey was or wasn't part of that crew. I'm not sure. Lou Albino.
And that's how the captain got involved, which of course he was very, very furious about the whole thing.
Look at this. Tolis taking care of me, Brian Blair.
Look at that. Is that a big old Fanta sign back there?
Honey. Now, Orton was taking a look at that hot shot that is being held in the right hand of Honey. You'll see it there to the left of your screen.
But meanwhile, if there's no interference from outside the ring, if I say, these two are capable of having perhaps one of the best
I'll be right back.
matches. And here's Tolis and the captain there hollering at each other. If they stay out of it, this can be a great big match because these are two extremely talented individuals in the ring. But you know that as soon as one of them's in trouble, especially if Orton gets in some kind of trouble, look out for Tolis.
Won't be surprised for Honey to get involved either. You know, she has a personal reason to get involved here. And that hot shot, as you see Orton go to the top rope, that is used to steer cattle into a chute.
Which is a bit of an equalizer in case that Tolis comes after her, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Now, I mean, you think of it as an effect on 1,000, 2,000-pound bulls. What kind of effect is it going to have on a Tolis? I know he's a big fella.
Well, we're just going to have to wait and see because but meanwhile, as we're talking about Tolis and we're talking about Captain Lou and we're talking about Honey, in the ring, it's a great match so far. A lot of great action, great moves. So far, nobody's getting the edge on anybody. It's wide even. As you see, Orton's trying to turn Blair over for the Boston.
He nearly has him in that Boston Crab.
Yes, let's see. Well, not yet. He hasn't turned him completely over yet, so he hasn't got the proper leverage here.
Well, Weston is doing damage.
Well, now he has.
Yes, he does. But look at boy, Brian Blair able to press out of that Boston Crab.
Okay, sorry, I had to clean. I got to clean my hitter.
When you're caught in that crab.
So wow, so they were married. Wow, lucky guy.
Left right now, he may need to get a breather, and that's going to be just about impossible with Orton all over him. Because it looked like he picked him up okay, but he couldn't slam him down. There's a good shot of Honey looking on.
You know that Boston Crab weakened his back, and probably his back was sore when he scooped up Orton. His back just gave out.
Meanwhile, as Orton and Brian Blair are in the ring, there you see outside the ring, Albano has moved around to tell John Tolis to keep his nose out of it.
And meanwhile, inside the ring, we're seeing some nice wrestling maneuvers here, amateur style, right now. Let's see, Hornsby, I'd be Brian Blair's trying to
He was like, man, Herb Abrams got a lot of money. I'm going to get my wife a job here.
Not quite.
Being real, though, when I watched that Dark Side of the Ring episode, like, there was, aside from the very end when the checks weren't clearing, nobody really had anything bad to say about it. The only thing that people was kind of a negative vibe about it was that the idea that they knew that it was going to end. And that, like, I know Mick Foley in that was like talking about he was having the time of his life. And he would go out and wrestle whatever kind of match he wanted and take whatever bumps he wanted. And somebody was talking to him about it, like, you can't just go out and do that stuff. And he's like, this is a UWF show. You can do anything you want to. So it's funny looking back that, like, it's got this reputation, yet everyone that worked there was having, like, they loved it, basically. Now, the one guy did say he didn't like being in the hotel room with Herb while there was, like, a baby oil party going on. But he said he felt like he couldn't leave because the hotel room was it was his hotel room that Herb was fucking the women in.
He got it.
Oh, you read that one very well. Reed is back to Orton. Another big knee. Blair now in control.
Oh, I saw they issued a new batch of files.
And you see
You think she's mid?
what's looking on.
I would love to see this match.
I like 80s and 90s women. They have like a certain vibe to them.
Which one of these two individuals will come out on top? Because these guys are so evenly matched.
Yeah, there you go. There you go, Rife Step. Like, I just feel like everybody loved it. It was just the fact that they knew it wasn't gonna,
What's going to happen?
Don't count on
you know, it
Honey.
wasn't gonna last.
Counting on Honey, Bruno.
Now Blair is he was going like for the front face lock. This is a very punishing hold, this front face lock. Once applied properly. You know,
I wish that, like, I hope that if I ever win the lottery, what's up, Greg, buddy? If I ever win the lottery and we do Heroes of Wrestling, like, that's the ultimate compliment somebody could give me about like a project of mine, as if someone said that they had like a lot of fun, like, working on it,
Chin, I would think the chin
even if it was crazy.
damage in that kind of maneuver. Captain Lou now
Full
calling over
Bush
you,
vibe.
Well, the captain ain't up over easy. Trying to keep his eyes open because he's watching the match, but he's keeping an eye on Tolos on the other side. And Captain has promised to beat Brian Blair that he is going to wrestle, concentrate, because he will not allow Tolos to interfere.
Are you serious, Rum Chat? Oh my God, we have no, like, oh my God, what a weird time to be alive. Like, nothing is, like, absolutely nothing is, like, you can't take anything for granted, like, in any aspect of anything, it seems like.
And there's Tolos, who has no business whatsoever on the apron.
Well, unfortunately, Bruno, he is on the side where it's very easy to get up to the ring area because the steps are right near where he is standing, and he's on that lower step right now.
I'm not going to get into an AI rant. I'm gonna reel it back in. You went to TV tapings in Philly every 3 weeks for UWF or just for a different show?
Brian's neck came right underneath that bottom rope.
Yeah, yeah. Who's in them? Their politics, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Like, it's all, they should all be in the same place. Jimmy Del Rey in the Epstein files, that would not surprise. Would it, be honest, be 100% honest, would it surprise you in the absolute least if anyone from the 1980s that was a well-known person? I mean, people are crazy. People are nuts. Rich people, when you get to that, you know, get to that certain level, like, they probably, like, rich people would love to hang out with, you know, hard partying pro wrestlers and stuff like that. Movie stars. I wouldn't be surprised to hear anybody's name come up.
Feeling pretty cocky because he thinks he's got things under control. He's taking his time. He's taking his good old time, and that might just turn out to be a mistake.
What if Bruno was the only wrestler on the list? It was only Bruno Sammartino.
This is dangerous. He's got him in the corner where Tolos is.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's with great sadness I'm here to inform you that An unfortunate name, actually two names, have come up in the Epstein files. I'm speaking, of course, about the original rock and roll tag team. Maniac Mike, Tommy Lane, the rock and roll RPMs are in the Epstein files, unfortunately. Wrestlers, well, no, I'm not saying that. It's not an issue of needing to go. It's an issue of that there are people who have a bunch of money who think, oh man, wouldn't it be funny to hang out with the Iron Sheik? This is real. Like, people with money love to hang out with, like, rich people, other rich people, famous people. So I can totally believe some rich asshole would pay a bunch of money to the Iron Sheik or somebody to come and party with him for a weekend. I know a guy in real life, I know an actual human being who was willing to spend like a couple grand to take Eddie Munster to like party for a night with Eddie Munster. Like, people are weird. Dutch Mantel, I wouldn't be surprised, man.
Keep your eye outside the ring area.
Oh, I'll tell you what, with that Tolis out there and the captain.
One of the RPMs, yeah, I believe that.
Tolis just struck Brian Blair again.
Mike looks like an absolute, I mean, Maniac Mike to me just seems like the guy at the bar that you do not want to fuck with. Why else would Chris Tucker be in there? Exactly, like it's just a bunch of rich people wanting to party. They want the rich person wants the rub of being around the celebrity, and then the celebrity want that money. And then if they, you know what I mean? And they're not doing anything, really. I mean, I don't know what they actually did, but a lot of times they weren't even performing or anything. It was just like they just wanted them at the party, wanted them at whatever.
Yeah, we caught him, Captain Lou. Not too happy about what's happening. You can't blame him. And fortunately, their warrior, Brian Blair, able to...
Sting is definitely on the list. That's why he went crow mode. He realized what he had done.
Did you see that? Right on the nose. Again with a short right
yeah.
on Brian's nose.
People are weird, man, especially people that are really, and I'm not judging or anything, but people that are into like that whole celebrity thing, like, think of the people that will spend thousands of dollars and stand in line for hours to get like a 2-second, to be in the proximity of a famous person for 2 seconds and get like a picture of that celebrity looking uncomfortable around them. Like, happens all the time. No, I don't know if you were in here, Guido Island, but Hannibal posted a video or a live, whatever. I don't know why he goes live. What do you guys think about people who go live for like 2 or 3 minutes? That's always kind of weird to me. Like, how many people are actually going to get the notification and come in a 5-minute live stream? But Hannibal does a ton of those really short live streams, and he did one saying that Brian Blair was accusing the Iron Sheik of being one of the Ring Boys participants.
Another one spinning him around. And down goes the Cowboy. Up for the cover. Here goes Blair. He put him right out of the ref. He hit him right out to Jesse Hernandez, Bruno.
Well, Jesse's feeling it too. I mean, he took a pretty good blow here, but he's up. He's all right now.
You think it stinks, sucks? Yeah, I think so too. I don't honestly even like an hour. I don't even really like hour-long lives, to be honest. I mean, at least you could do something in that amount of time, but I really honestly think mine are, I think mine are too short. I wish I could stream longer.
Wondering why he's wearing shoes with a baseball cap and a sweatshirt.
He put right on top of Brian Blair. Here it's Captain. He reverses it.
Now Tolis coming and he throws Brian Blair out of the way. Wow, this is just bedlam here, breaking loose.
Hannibal is pretty credible.
There's so much What's going on the outside? Now let's see what these guys
Jim Cummings. Oh my God, $300. Jesus, man. And I see those things. Like, and I know some of you are young and you might not remember, but conventions weren't always like this. Conventions used to be slanted in the opposite direction. The fans, which I know this is a wild concept, it used to be the idea that the people who had the money and were willing to spend money, they were the focus of the convention, right? It was, how do we build a convention that can give these people a good time, as opposed to how can we convince these people to come and present gifts at the altar of people who haven't been in a successful television show for 30 years. But conventions used to be much, much different. I remember paying like $5 for an autographed 8x10 of like people that were in the old Planet of the Apes movies. And I mean, like, you didn't have these crazy things where people were asking for like, you know, $80, $100 to get like a selfie with them. And if you had your own camera, which was, you know, not everybody, the phones weren't what they are now back then, but like you could just take a picture, they would just take a picture with you. Like it's so weird to me how conventions have shifted to an appreciation of fans into an appreciation of like branding.
Here's Orton now.
You know, they used to battle some years ago.
My friend said something offensive to Robert Zadar at a convention one time. And like he got talked to about it, he got sent to the back of the line. But like I feel like you could never have like, it's so glossy and professional. Like you can't have any real authentic experiences anymore, even for those like 5 seconds you get.
Tolis and Captain Lou, and Captain Lou says, quite frankly, he can't take anybody anymore in the UWF. He certainly can handle.
But look at this. Orton's going for a superplex from that top rope. Look at this.
There's a good shot of
A
that.
30-year-old meeting the Winnie the Pooh bawling and crying. What's up, Cody Turbo? I get it if people are into that. I don't. That's one of the things that's one of the kind of promptings that made me want to become a Clipper, was I was trying to understand like the parasocial dynamic, I guess. Get her out of the ring. What is she doing?
Hernandez is hurt. Right now.
They're trying to revive him there. Orton now.
Look at Orton. He's got that weapon there.
His ring name was Brickhouse Brown.
Actually, Tolis, look out. Flying in the air. Tolis goes down to the canvas. I didn't see what it was.
They might look like brass knuckles taped with something. And here's, Brian Blair's got the box now.
Boom! Was that Tolos? Oh, I'm sorry. It's me. You mean the guy cried meeting just a mascot. I thought you meant he cried meeting the guy who did the voice or something. You mean it was just a random guy inside of a furry suit? Now, see, I don't remember. I think we talked about this before. I think you were coming into Midwest Wrestling as I would, because I stopped going to live shows, I think in like 2006 or 2007. And I had really slowed down by the end. But I think we might have like just missed each other. But I swear I remember that I remember that Dixieland Destroyer name.
You see what happened once you go
I think. Or somebody had a move called that. I can't remember. I love the I love this venue. I love the carpeting.
Time to bout up. Paul Orndorff. It's like me walking down the beach. You're gonna be out there playing with the sand castles, and I'm gonna
this again?
And start kicking sand in your face.
Well, you've got my attention. You had it a long time ago, and you wanted to break every rule there was to get it. Well, let me tell you something. I can break rules better than the best of them, my friend. I'm the one that entered
that made up the name Rule Breaker. I know how to use chairs. I know how
I
to
made
use
up the
tables.
name Rule
I know
Breaker.
how to use the cane from a little old lady out there.
Wish we
I
could
can
watch
do
his
it
old
all in the
promos
ring.
where he would
So when you and I
criticize
step
the
in
people
ring,
at the gym.
Don't expect no nice guy, and don't expect me to make any more mistakes.
He's coming right in the ring, too, but he's not going to waste any time. Dr. Death's going to work right away. Orndorff trying to get situated.
John Wayne Murdoch. Yeah, I remember him.
Dr. Death, but the veteran turned around and got a couple
That
of
could
good
be it. I'm
boots
not
in
sure.
early on.
I smoke a lot of
I
weed.
have not seen him in all the years I have known him. This determined, have you, Bruno?
No, there's no question about it. Look, like I said, you're not going to see a wrestling match here. You're going to see laces and boots and everything flying here because these guys have been waiting for this. And like I said, there's an awful lot of this is going to be just a brutal battle.
Paul Orndorff has
This has got to be our main event, right? Yeah. I feel like that David Sammartino match was half the fucking show.
And this will be a good battle to see if he is just that.
Where you run shows out of? Rafe Stack.
Outside the ring, but both of them go outside the ring. He's got him down. He's hammering away at that head. A couple of boots by Mr. Wonderful.
What's up, KP?
This match is going just about as we predicted, Greg.
I really like Paul Orndorff. I think he's a fucking amazing promo, good wrestler, legit athlete.
And that will not give.
Great promo, though. Amazing heel.
And Dr. Death may be cut open there.
Oh, really? Peoria, Illinois?
He hit steel there. And I mean, he hit flush with his head, so he's got a. I'll be surprised. Well, let's see.
Not exactly smooth either, Bruno. And he picked. What does he have in his hand? He just hit him with something. Looks like an umbrella.
Well, I thought.
And now that we got a bell. He hit him with an umbrella.
Yeah, but I thought if that umbrella can do anything as to what that steel. Oh, did see what I saw?
He rammed him in the head.
Rex, Fists of Granite Kramer.
As we thought.
Was he cut open?
I believe I can't say I just had a clear shot, but I think he split open.
Right onto the table here, Bruno. Look out, because they are very close to us. Williams is cut open. There's blood flying.
Have I seen Orndorff in Mid-South? Some, yeah.
He's taking a shot after shot, hammering away. Look at that face.
Every time I start to watch Mid-South, I try to do it chronologically, but I end up going back and watching like 83, 82. I think it's 82. Maybe, I think it's 82, 83. It might be 83, 84.
Continues to hammer away there. Landing shot after shot on Dr. Death, and it had to be Bruno. That
I love it when they would bring in like, they'd have those fucking dream matches. Be like Ernie Ladd against Andre, or like some weird tag team, Dusty and Andre versus Matt Bourne and
he went through the very same thing
somebody.
in the last meeting when he took the chair onto the head. So if you're thinking Paul has gone out of line, well, you may have a good memory. Well, and people are backing up here. That blood is just flying all over the place, and Orndorff has been relentless.
I need to find a protege, and I need to go and be an outlaw manager in Rafe Stack's promotion.
Dr. Death is trying to get away, but he's still hanging in if he can.
He just got Orndorff with a kick. Orndorff's coming right back, but Orndorff's going to feel a little satisfaction at least for all the spill. Then he got Pearl Harbored by Steve Williams, so a little revenge there, but the big revenge comes as to who's going to come on top of this one.
Now there's blood all over the turnbuckle, Bruno.
Why is he bleeding in this match? Oh, I forgot it's like all TV. I guess they have those one big shows, but that's not quite the same thing.
A good shot on Orndorff and took him down.
He took him down, but the way he did it, Orndorff was hurt because he dropped right in the back of the head. When you saw the way Williams pulled those brakes and he lifted Orndorff, actually Orndorff was kicking his own feet.
Yeah.
And he kicked out right in the back of his head. And he just hurt.
He rocked him. You are right. But he's landing another right.
Stand-up comic. We know a stand-up comedian, Jeremy.
And here comes Williams. Here comes Williams.
I don't know how Dr. Death is doing it. Obviously, he's going to lose some strength there. And plus, he's having trouble seeing with all that blood around his eyes.
Well,
why is he bleeding in this match? Like,
a lot of blood, but I'll tell you,
I don't understand it.
Well, look, Orndorff is hurt too, and frankly, I'm surprised that Williams right now, even if he is bleeding badly, he isn't picking up on strength and coming after Orndorff, seeing him that he headbutt.
Williams lands a head to the side, and it'll be very easy to see where that landed because there's blood now all over the side of Orndorff from the head of Steve Williams.
Craig and Bruno,
I feel like this one's kind of come off the tracks a little bit.
In 2 weeks.
Vicious umbrella shot. I mean, I just don't feel like it's adding anything to the match, the blood.
The pinnacle in sports programming.
It doesn't have, like, again, maybe it's because of, the fact that we're not getting any promos or angles, but, like, it just feels like, who cares? Like, I'm not getting the level of aggression in this match that necessitate Dr. Death, like, bleeding all over the place. Oh, and we got to go into the next episode, too? It's just going to carry over? Does Jeremy get paid for stand-up? I mean, he gets, like, some Cash App donations sometimes.
Dr. Death, Steve Williams, and Paul, Mr. Wonderful Orndorff. Time prevented us from completing this vicious brawl. But tonight, you'll see its conclusion. It's just part of the fabulous card of wrestling on this week's UWF Fury Hour!
Wasn't much to speak of? Yeah, but you did it. Like, it's like saying, like, oh, I only had one wrestling match, or I only had, like, one MMA fight, but, like, that's one of those things that, like, there's, like a hard boundary, and, like, crossing that boundary is just, like, an entirely different world, you know what I mean? Like, even if someone only has one MMA fight, like, they still got to have a fight. Like, they know what it feels like to, to experience that. Not me. I got in the ring, I ran the ropes, I realized I was in horrible shape, and I know that I would never be willing to get into better shape, so I was like, that's a wrap for me. I could probably do it better now than I did back then, to be honest.
UWF, the Universal Wrestling Federation.
That, and I'm facing, death around the corner. I'm closer to the waterfall than I am the beginning of the river. So maybe that sense of mortality will motivate me into better promos.
Welcome to the Fury Hour!
Hello once again, everybody, and welcome to the Universal Wrestling Federation Fury Hour. I'm Craig the George, along with wrestling's living legend, Bruno Sammartino. We are in the city of Los Angeles for another great hour of excitement. Our big feature match, the debut of Barry O against Chief Jay Strongbow.
This will be an interesting match because everybody knows Chief Jay Strongbow and everybody loves him. He's a wonderful wrestler, wonderful human being. Barry, on the other
We need to
hand,
get some. I
is a
need
very
some.
athletic guy. He's a
Memphis
perfect
has really
wrestler, very
spoiled
skilled
me. Like,
wrestling.
I
It's gonna
need
be a
the.
very interesting bout, and I'll tell
I
you,
need
think
the
to
heat.
pick a winner here.
All right, Herb Abrams will be doing double duty. He's got the play-by-play of the first match and also tonight's card.
And a power-packed lineup it is, Craig and Bruno. Starting off with Bruno's son, David Sammartino. The Russian Bear, Ivan Koloff, is in action tonight, too. We'll go back to 2 weeks ago for the conclusion of the Dr. Death Steve Williams battle. He had with
Richard
Mr.
Steamship,
Wonderful
any
Paul
relation to
Orndorff.
Ruby Space
The
Cube?
destruction
Oh, look
and
who's
power
back.
of the Viking. Iceman
Okay,
Kid Parsons
who here thinks that Bruno Sammartino is going to gush all over the Viking?
gets set to do his thing. And then the feature brawl between hotshot Barry O from the Cherokee Nation will take on Chief Jay Strongbow. Captain Lou returns with another adventure in Captain Lou's Corner. Also, a lucky fan gets his question answered on another segment of Ask the Wrestler.
Oh, I'm like,
And
yeah.
a reminder to be
I'm in much better shape now than I was back then. But yeah, I mean, I definitely have better. I don't really exercise any different than I did back then, but I don't know. As I've gotten older, like, my metabolism and shit has just kind of gotten better. But yeah, I'm definitely in better shape than back then. I don't want to bump. I don't enjoy bumping. Even if I could build up my cardio, I took a couple of like just those regular first day flat back bumps, and I was like, I got to do that, and then I've got to get immediately up and like feed into another hold and then wrestle for another 10 minutes. Like, I want to talk. That's really what I want to do. Like, I don't really, the wrestling is fun and everything, but I really want to I just want to cut promos.
UWF's
I just want to yap.
wrestling show, Friday night, February the 15th at 7 p.m.
That's the fake
Friday
Chief,
night,
Jay.
February the 15th at 7 p.m. at the Penta Hotel.
Barry and Pat Patterson.
That ring is sure linked to all the news
Oh,
and
Terry
happenings
Garvin
the
is in
UWF
Memphis
on the
in
UWF
'89 that we're
Power Line.
watching.
Find out
I was
where the
thinking he
match
was
is going
here.
to
I was like,
be in
him
the
and
future.
Barry O in the same
Plus,
promotion.
hear what your favorite UWF wrestler have to say. Just dial the power
Those
line
bumps
at
get easier. I don't care. Like, I don't want to. I know it's not for me. Trust me. Like, I love wrestling. I knew immediately when I got in the ring after that, for just messing around in the ring. I was like, I knew then, like, it's not for me.
Foley and San Martino.
I have no
Foley.
discipline.
He really is. He
I
is
wouldn't
a
be able to
character.
do it.
He really is a character. He's
But I
I'll tell
could
you
do
what,
like, you know how they
just-
bring the manager in the hard way or something like that. I could probably learn to do that.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
He just challenged me too, Herb. He wants to take
I just
on
want to
both of
talk.
us.
What is Spicoli carrying out about this cutie pie?
It's a perfect time to become a male manager when absolutely no one wants a male manager.
Along the tactics.
He didn't make it big time, he said, because he wouldn't blow Pat Patterson. So that's what he told. Who did he tell that to? Oh, Phil Donahue that we watched? It's a different Terry Garvin. People keep telling me that, and then I keep forgetting it. Vince actually confronted Barry O too. Was it Geraldo or Donahue? But remember, Vince came on and like confronted all of them, and actually like won the crowd over.
I guess neither one of them will be satisfied until they wrestle each other.
What happened to his?
And
Oh,
one guy
never mind.
Clearly, without any doubt or whatever, gets a clean-cut victory over the other. Then maybe some satisfaction will come out of it, and maybe that'll be the end of the feud. It all started again, unfortunately, with my situation with Zbyszko, and I feel bad that carry on with David. But I'm not going to blame David as much as Zbyszko because he's the one who won't let it go. He keeps every time. He keeps talking about retiring me. He didn't retire
We watched
me.
it. I can't remember.
I retired myself
Yeah, I was
because
thinking it was Donahue.
it was time to retire, and I wrestled more after the Zbyszko
We watched
feud.
it during one of those
I continued to
weird
wrestle,
streams
but
where
then
we
it came
watched
time to
wrestling-related
retire.
things,
He
but
keeps
none
saying
of it
he
was
retired.
actually
That sets
wrestling.
David, who's still wrestling. And
I
he
can't
wants
wait
to-
for the Christmas show tomorrow. It's going to be
Zbyszko
great.
that, I can, it's just one of those unfortunate situations that won't end.
Well, I have to tell you, I'm looking forward to possibly seeing a
Oh,
battle
thank you. It's
between,
me.
Zbyszko.
Humble King, it's me with $1.99. Thanks for the show. Prayer hands emoji. Thank you, it's me. I've tried to make that, which again, I'm trying to watch as much of it blind as I can with you guys live, but I've tried to make this less depressing than it was last year, but we'll have to see how it works out.
And San Martino in the ring.
Oh, no doubt it'd be a good
Last
match.
year we had domestic
Great match.
violence,
One tackle,
disease,
David, let's see. Spicoli catches David with a big slam.
drug abuse.
David kicks off and catches him with a beautiful arm drag. Very nice, very well executed. David throws a tremendous arm drag.
I tell you, I enjoy watching this Louis Spicoli, this cutie pie.
Not Spicoli, it's Spicoli.
Well, what's going on with Linda McMahon's face?
He's a character. He's a character, but at the same
Like, forget
time,
the
he
politics.
provides
What's going on with her
action in
face?
that ring.
No question.
Yes, indeed.
Is Jimmy right? Like, is the world teacher right? And that, like, people, he literally said this like a year ago, that we would know who the people were who were oppressing him, because as their power waned and his grew, we would be able to physically see them transform. Is that what's going on with Linda McMahon's face?
Well, we saw what last week with that the wild thing.
The wild thing was a wild match, and
Yeah, indeed it was. And
had he had a little more experience, I believe he would have beat the Wild Thing.
well, that's hard to say, but the match certainly
Stakes
went
are
back
A1.
and forth, back and forth. And,
She
this
don't
one
live
was
in the
going-
same world as us,
No, but
man.
that's one way-
None of these people could. I mean, you could offer them $100 million if they could tell you how much a gallon of milk costs. None of these people. They're just in a completely different reality than us. It's like Morton Downey said, when you reach a point of success in life and you can just be completely untethered from reality, like that's a very powerful tool.
way of getting out of a predicament is go to the ropes and have the referee break. That's what Spicoli just did.
She wasn't much to. Wow, what a way to
It's a lot.
insult Linda
Even with
McMahon,
the
KP.
Wild Thing. He points that finger and makes a lot of
Remember when
faces.
she was it? What happened to her in the? Did she get like super kicked into a wheelchair or something? Or no, she rose up like a zombie. Right? From the wheelchair? They did that weird angle where she was paralyzed and Vince cucked her.
I don't know where David's going with this.
Well, Bruno, I'll tell you, I've seen you in that position many a time with you and your opponent in an arm bar.
Well, what I used to do with an arm lock like that, I used to really roll.
Gallon of
really
milk,
weaken-
$3.06.
because, let's face it, if you can weaken an arm or
I mean,
leg
that's
or
a
whatever an opponent,
that
then
might be
you
how
can
much it
do
actually is
You
some
know,
places.
you can-
But I mean, I don't think they have any idea. It's like, remember when they had that video of Hillary Clinton and they showed her just a regular person's apartment and she seemed like fucking shook over it.
that away from.
Or when Nancy Pelosi was showing like her ice cream, her entire refrigerator dedicated to ice cream. Like that's just a thing that people have. Like all these powerful rich people just live in a completely different reality than us.
He's certainly handicapped, but you have to be persistent. If you start.
Yeah,
to
when
make
Vince
fun
made her
of
bark
it,
like a dog.
you have to stick with it, and you have to keep punishing it and punishing it. And if you don't
Yep.
make the man submit,
For sure,
as
Izzy.
I say, you weaken that particular.
Oh, she got
front row
slapped.
that
Okay.
tremendous,
Remember Ron Wright in the wheelchair in Smoky Mountain?
Hey, Spicoli, gotta give credit. He can take a lot. He can take a lot of punishment. Well, see now, David's saying, get out. I mean, what was
He'd like fuck somebody over in the match, and then they would ask him about it. Or Bob Caudle or whoever would interview him and ask him why he didn't. He's like, "Oh, listen, I'm a poor old man. I needed my heart medication."
purpose? I mean, he's my son, but what's the purpose of
He'd
working
like
it
fake
out
a heart
like that?
attack to get out of answering
Then,
questions.
Let go and get out, You stick with it. You either try to make your opponent submit.
She made it like 10 days.
That was well executed.
I'm
But see now
surprised.
switching to the leg.
He's got a chin lock.
Leave him alone, Bob. He needs his medication.
Well, okay. Myself, I would have stuck with the orange back with the arm now. But if you're gonna go with an arm, you gotta stick with it and keep punishing it, and either make your opponent give up or do something with it.
We haven't needed medical help.
Spicoli gets the rope. That's one way of
He'd
breaking.
tell him, he'd hit the guy, he'd stand up out of the wheelchair and hit the guy in the ring. Bob Caudle would be like, "Did you see that, Dutch?" And Dutch would be like, "Well, what I saw was he fell out of his wheelchair. Then he had to pick himself up out of the and get himself back up into the wheelchair. And, Tracy Smothers just happened to try to knock his cane out of his hand."
Bruno flexing that. Bruno, I said, looking at him, I said, Bruno, David flexing that his biceps, triceps.
Well, David, as I said before, he's going to
Called Colonel Fields ripping off Ron Wright. Man, that's a good person to rip off, though.
220, which might be just I don't know. It's my opinion. Anyway, he feels good. and that's
2
what
inches of
counts.
snow, that's not
I
going to
like
be
to
enough
see
for
the
apex
220
social predator Grace Thorpe.
block to it.
Oh, I like that. That was actually, I actually kind of like that. It looked like it was like definitely didn't look cooperative.
Pretty hard.
I saw the tape fight. It's hard for me, again, going back to the whole thing about it being like, you know, actually having to do it. It's hard for me to like, you know, I don't want to dunk on him too much because I mean it still is anybody that'll actually get in there and fight. But it definitely was awesome to see both of them lose for sure.
Spicoli not going to give up.
It's like CM Punk in the UFC. It's hard for, I mean, like, he was terrible, don't get me wrong, but, like, it's hard for me to be, like, mean or cruel about it because I mean, what a nut. What a crazy guy. Getting in the ring, or getting in the octagon with, like, real UFC fighters. Like, that's crazy.
To his credit, he certainly can take a lot of punishment. That's one way. It's another way of getting out of a hole. You know, now David's been punishing Spicoli pretty good. And yet look at this guy. Comes back now. He's getting the best of David. He is one of these kids who can really, you know, you have to give him credit. He can take a lot, and he's got that fortitude to keep coming back.
Bruno, I have to tell you, if he were just a bit more aggressive and non-stop and hitting, I believe this guy could be something here in the UWF, this Spicoli.
Well, he's a young guy. You can see he's a very young man. What is he, about 22 years old?
He doesn't even look 20 to me.
Yeah, well, okay. So, you know, he's a kid that, give him time. Who knows? Power slam.
Wow. In fact, he doesn't even look like he hit puberty yet, this guy.
That was a great power slam, and that looks like
figure four leg lock.
Yep.
This could be it.
Yeah, a figure four leg lock, if applied and applied properly, it's extremely painful. Not only painful, but extremely difficult to get out from. And 9 out of 10 times it does wind up into...
Well, you've got some of the greats that have always used that figure or leg lock. Next up, Ivan Koloff, the Russian Bear, as the UWF Fury Hour continues.
Sorry about that. I'm expecting a delivery, so I'm kind of lightly preoccupied. I'm sorry. I just got to make sure I get it because they won't re-deliver it. Yeah, did you see the Jack Doherty's got that one huge guy that's always with him? Arlovsky backed him down with like a half speed punch.
See the eagerly anticipated main event of the evening, a lumberjack-style match between Steve Dr. Death Williams and Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. A revenge grudge match between Cowboy Bob Orton along with his manager, the Golden Greek.
Right, but that guy, the people who work security for Jack Doherty don't just defend him. You know what I mean? When it's somebody that's smaller than them, they don't have an issue pushing them down or knocking them around or whatever.
And B. Brian Blair. Plus, down the rock Muraco, the inimitable Cactus Jack, Steve Ray the Wild Thing, Sonny Beach, Dr. X, and the hard-hitting power.
Man, he looked superhuman to me during that, man. He was like throwing those lightning fast punches, and like it was like a video game. He was switching focus from person to person like he was fucking Batman in Arkham Knight or whatever. Crazy.
New York City. Call 1-516-5874-UWF now.
Koloff! Yes, sir. Ricky Ataki taking on Ivan Koloff with his chain.
Do you notice, Bruno, as you see the chain again, well, they still haven't taken care of this problem. We saw it in the previous week, Koloff with the chain. What I was going to bring up is, do you notice a different style, a different mentality from the Japanese wrestler as opposed to the American wrestler, or in this case, the Russian wrestler? Is there a different style, a different tactic?
Well, in Japan, I think that in Japan they mix. They use the wrestling plus they combine it with the arts. You know, they use a little judo, a little karate. They do all these things. And as you watch most of these Japanese wrestlers that come here in the States, try to do the same thing here, although they meet with the likes of Koloff, who then brings a chain, and that kind of throws them off a little bit because they don't expect that. But they're tough. The Japanese wrestlers they're all great condition, dedicated. They're all very tough.
We've been impressed with Otaki. Limited time we have seen him here in the UWF. Look at that move. There's a good example. He just quickly got out of the move, and then the leg takedown. He's got Koloff in trouble. This Otaki might be a force to be reckoned with.
Oh, he's tough. There's no question about it. I've never seen anybody go in a ring with him and have an easy time with this guy because
what's up, Rich?
He gives it his all, and he's talented too. He's very talented.
Trying to put him away, but Koloff says, "Hey, not now, sir."
Well, you know, when you talk about Ivan Koloff,
he just enjoys punching people. It looked like he looked like he was having a good time.
Tremendous wrestler all his life. He's known worldwide, and he's got just one of the most awesome reputations in professional wrestling.
He is going to work on Otaki.
Wasn't that one of the? Wasn't this guy one of somebody's favorite jobber or something?
Would you rank him among some of your toughest opponents?
No question about it. No question about it.
Oh, he missed with the roundhouse right, and now takes the chop to the neck, and he is down. And Otaki looks like he's going upstairs. He is top rope. Otaki comes down with the axe handle and lands. Now for the press.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, boy, that was close.
Koloff's probably saying, hey, that's a little too close. Better watch it here.
Koloff in, but comes right back with the foot, and that sends Otaki down. And you didn't like the way the Otaki accepted that, huh?
Well, I'll tell you, the way he whipped, Koloff into center rope, it kind of was a little too quick and ducking for that backdrop. And Koloff saw it and caught him with a tremendous kick. I'll tell you, he delivered a mighty blow from that top.
Watch out now, Bruno. He's got him outside.
Look at that.
In a foreign area. On the middle post. On the middle pipe. And that nearly bent the pipe that keeps the fans away.
That's the noise it made when he said hit that pipe. It's amazing that...
Can you make money from live streaming on here? Like if you have a big channel, yeah.
Koloff goes back in the ring.
Some people doing Patreon? Yeah, I mean, a lot of people do.
Will he be able to make it back? Let's see.
This isn't this stream, at least the live stream isn't monetized.
Otaki wearing that chair as if it was a hat.
I'll tell you what, again, for Otaki's credit, he's a tough guy. I mean, he's just
Scott the Pitbull Ferozzo.
Somebody may not have even attempt to come back in the ring.
I thought you were talking about Jerry Lawler for a second.
Didn't make it quite back in.
What we talked about, I think, the Japanese wrestler, I think you find that ability to recover, the resiliency.
A lot of discipline, you know. They're very disciplined, and they'll fight you. They'll fight you all the way. I mean, as long as they can move, as long as they can, they're going. They'll keep going.
What's up, Adon? I'm sorry, I'm watching for a delivery.
Backbreaker, turn it around. Koloff trying to put the finishing touches on Otaki. Big leg drop. And the cover. Oh. Now, instead of worrying about the cover, he's going to work in the face area, and the referee is warning him. Koloff again is scratching and clawing at Otaki.
Referee's warning didn't do too much, did it? He went right back to it.
Should Ivan, well, I guess maybe if he's like taking his time and he really wants to like punish the guy, but it seems like he should have put this guy away pretty quick. Slave name.
Here he comes.
That's what he calls that hammer move. Very effective. Oh. Now he lands on the middle rope and lands all of his 262 pounds on Otaki, who was taking a beating here, Bruno.
Yeah, I'm afraid that Koloff has got him.
Ivan Koloff against that Iraqi guy.
How many times do you see Koloff? He's not a very quick starter generally, but boy, by the time
here comes that special Russian choke that Uncle Ivan learned when he was part of the Spetsnaz, or whatever that group is called, from Call of Duty.
And he is not letting up here.
the conclusion of that great Dr. Death Paul Orndorff match from 2 weeks ago next. 2 weeks ago, we had to leave the air before the end of the brutal Dr. Death Paul Orndorff match in New York. We pick it up at the point where we left off. Here's Bruno and Craig.
Williams right now, even if he is bleeding badly, he isn't picking up her strength and coming after Orndorff seeing him that he's hurt. Headbutt.
Williams lands a head to the side, and it'll be very easy to see where that landed because
I don't mind him if they're. Just depends on the matchup, I guess.
What a headbutt.
This has been a
Billy Goat.
Well, really, you can't say it's been unexpected. We kind of expected this kind of a vicious battle between the two after what
like I like the matches with Lawler and the enhancement guys in Memphis.
Actually, what I expected would happen is that's what's happening. I thought it was going to be a brutal bout because this is happening. Let's see now, Orndorff here. Let's see.
He has blood from his forehead. I believe, though, that was from the headbutt of Steve Williams.
So in other words, you're saying it's Williams.
I think it's Williams.
You don't like him at all?
Because he's taking some shots out there too.
Yeah, I don't understand that either. We should have opened with the. We should have picked up hot in the middle. Well, I guess if the match isn't going hot, but.
You know, I have a feeling that Mr. Wonderful thought maybe you had put away Dr. Death after he cut him open.
The referee certainly is giving. Oh no. That's not Williams' blood. Orndorff is bleeding.
You're right about that.
Orndorff is bleeding.
The two combatants are outside the ring. Both are bloody.
Williams just gave him about a half a dozen headbutts. And then, you know, he's hurt himself. His head is split. Though after he gave him about 5-6 headbutts, he staggered and fell on his behind as a result of it. I mean, and the referee is staying outside the ring, which is giving him every opportunity because the referee right now.
2 or 3 pin attempts? I don't like pin attempts. Yeah, Flair is the same way as Lawler.
Wrap up to this big hour here on the Universal Wrestling Federation Fury Hour here on Sports Channel America.
There's no way that this referee is going to control this match. These guys now are no longer paying attention to any referee or anything. They're just out there outside. Well, although here's Williams, he throws Orndorff back in the ring.
I don't know if Hernandez is going by the textbook and officiating it outside the ring. That's very unorthodox.
Oh boy.
Williams trying to get leverage. Comes up, double
Man.
off the top.
Ooh.
And he floors Orndorff.
Oh, that didn't look good.
10 off the top. Orthodox.
Ooh, that knee.
Williams trying to get leverage. Comes up, double 10 off the top. And he floors Orndorff. And this has been a real
What's up, Ember?
vicious onslaught.
Thank you for the like.
It's a bloody battle.
Perhaps symbolic that both happen to be wearing red.
All over their bodies.
I forgot all this unnecessary blood.
Gets out of the way in time. And Williams, Dr. Death going crashing into the turnbuckle. And now Orndorff having come.
Oh!
Crashing into the turnbuckle. And now Orndorff having come. Oh boy, Dr. Death hit down Hernandez. Did he knock him out?
Yeah, but now the question is that an automatic disqualification? Because he deliberately hit the referee, Williams did.
Yeah, I'm surprised Hernandez hasn't counted out. They're hammering right to left. Here comes some help from the outside. As Orndorff and Dr. Death continue to hammer away. Look out, Bruno. They might come in our direction.
Oh boy, here we go.
Looks like
Good old-fashioned schmaz. Nothing like a 50-minute match and then it ends like this.
They're knocking everybody that's interfering away. Look at this. They're knocking guys left and right. They're saying, leave us alone. We're going to battle this to the finish.
Chris Michaels, pulled away Orndorff. A couple of more combatants coming in. Here comes the power twins. Hernandez is around. What's going on here? This is just broken loose.
My God, you got a dozen wrestlers and they're trying to pull these two maniacs apart.
Keep your eye on Bruno.
I don't think there is a reunion, is there?
I think I'll just stay here with you.
Sonny Beach, the Rock, Don Muraco.
And look at this. Williams just got Brian across.
Right. This is no team picture, folks.
They got a dozen wrestlers and they can't pull these two guys apart.
And Orndorff, we have a good vantage point at it. Very difficult for the camera to pick up because with all the bodies, but he's pulling the hair of Orndorff. Is Dr. Death. As you see the backs of the Power Twins trying to break up some people. You know,
Larry, the Power Twins were definitely on John Arezzi's show. They were like they were like heels on the actual show too, on the radio show.
As you heard from the PA guy.
Wow, what else could he do? Really, in all honesty, certainly the fans aren't pleased with the way this match ended.
If it's the same Power Twins.
There was no other way.
And with Sunny Beach being there.
Single DQ, though, because if you recall, Hernandez was hit.
Absolutely.
By Dr. Death, and they still cannot break it up. That's
when did she say that, though?
Dr. Death hit Hernandez. Was knocked down in a
but look at this. You got a dozen guys there keep breaking these two up, and they keep getting back at each other. They can't keep them apart.
Look out, Bruno, because Orndorff is going to make his exit right near us. Orndorff right in front of us near the monitors and the television equipment, as you see. The Rocks are still trying to break up the two. Dr. Death, they only have about a little hand on him right now. You see. You know.
Don't let him blow. Let him blow. You get it.
Orndorff's going after him
again. The LAPD.
Going after him again, and he gets through and hits Dr. Death. Over a dozen wrestlers.
Oh well, maybe they've had a. Maybe they've had a breakthrough.
Come on, you can pull these guys apart before they bleed to death.
Both obviously needing medical attention.
It's hard to find somebody that's willing to do karaoke with you like 6 to 8 times a week.
We just hope that somehow, cooler heads will prevail here.
You know who would really pop this territory right now? Tito Santana. Oh, here we go.
Williams goes after Orndorff. The Rock now getting in the middle of it. He got a shot in on Dr. Death. Rock trying to just yank him out.
Rock is outside. I think he's trying to get Orndorff, and maybe figures if he can get him outside, then maybe they can pull him or push him toward the dressing room area and separate these two once and for all.
Well, they got Dr. Death back finally, and Orndorff pulled away. Oh boy, you have not heard the last of that one, that's for sure.
It doesn't get more exciting than that, but Captain Lou will give it a try. He's next.
Oh, well, that's not good then. If he's only gonna reconcile because he doesn't want to deal with the fallout.
Hey fans, now you can carry your favorite UWF wrestler personality wherever
UWF
you go.
cookies.
Wearing his new UWF t-shirt. You'll stand out.
That Lou Albano, man, I'd love to have that right now. No lie.
Captain Lou, Mr. Wonderful, Bruno, Dan Spivey, Brian Blair, or the UWF logo. Caps are available
She was,
too. So order now.
Disrupting dinner at a local TGI Fridays.
Yes, wrestling fans, the old fat man, Captain Lou Albano, baby. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm back with the Captain's Corner this week, and I know all about water. I know all about beaches, Daytona Beach, Palm Beach, the whole bit. In fact, I take a shower every day. But I got somebody from the beach. I got Sunny Beach. Here he is. Look at his.
He was trying to get out of a Christmas gift. Man, brutal.
Sunny Beach, the man with the most from coast to coast, coming at you live in the UWF, taking on all comers and
Sunny Beach looks like he's been retired and should be getting a plaque or something.
Talk about Universal Wrestling Federation. They said they would bring you the cream of the crop. They said you would bring you the top guys. They said you would bring your superstars.
I know, I'm waiting on a delivery. I wish it would hurry the fuck up and get here.
Weighing some 267 pounds. The man can move and groove, baby. He can surf. He's got the wrestling knowledge, the wrestling balance all together. I told you I was an expert on professional wrestling and on beaches. And right here, I'm standing next to 70
expert on a beach.
What is your purpose for coming into Universal Wrestling? Tell him, brother.
To better myself, to make a name for myself.
Lee dodging the Christmas gift.
I'm coming live and in color, so take a good look.
Thinking with his
head.
Here
is a man that is a young athlete. That's right. He is a young stud in the prime of his life, baby. And he knew that he'd have to come to where the best is at, and that was Universal Wrestling. So he's coming on strong into Universal, where he would have the best of competition and could make a definite name for himself. You know what I mean? That's my friend B. Brian Blair. Yes, he came right home, baby, right to Universal Wrestling. I'm Captain Lou, and we said we'd bring you the best. Well, I don't lie. Woo! I feel good.
I hate these segments. I have a love-hate relationship with Captain Lou's Corner.
Steve Williams and Paul, Mr. Wonderful Orndorff, have just signed for a lumberjack match on our February 15th live wrestling show in New York.
Well, that's not good, Cody Turbo. That's true.
Lumberjack battle.
That star going right after him. Man from Sioux City showing some big city moves here. And he has a good forearm to the chest. And you can hear the sounds there. We got some great microphones right near the ring. Pick that up. Oh.
A He's a big guy, this Matt Starr. You know, he weighs about 275 or thereabouts.
Yeah.
And, you know, so he knows he's not a steel slouch.
Ooh.
Big slam.
He picked up Parsons. It goes 240. Body slammed him, and whoa.
UWF power line is now open.
That he should do. He doesn't have the physique that you want to show off to everybody.
Yeah.
He's a pretty rugged individual so far. He's a big guy, but a physique star he is not.
Did you guys like the fusion cut of the Ben Thorpe versus counterpoints debate?
Iceman, yes. Iceman.
If you saw it.
You know, he's a big guy, but he's well proportioned, well put together. You can see, don't notice up in body, but look at his thighs and calves. Whoa,
oh, come on.
And you can see where he landed. And he's going to have to shake that one off. Boy, this guy, Starr, looks like a star here early on, doesn't he?
Well, we'll see if he can keep it up.
And the referee telling him to get his butt back into the ring.
Well, in all honesty, the referee shouldn't be telling him anything like that. His job is to count.
Neither, unfortunately.
Not, shame on them.
Yeah.
The match still ends.
You don't really hear that in the referee handbook. Tell them to get your butt
I
back
spent
in the
all my
ring.
money on McDonald's to taunt Clarence with.
You saw where he hit. That's the piping.
Wasn't
that
much
keeps
of a
the fans
debate.
Away from the ring area. And
I didn't even know who the hell the other guy was.
Oh,
Counterpoints, never heard of him.
Steel pipe. And look who is showing
Oh, look who's here.
Colonel De Beers, of all people, has made his way to ringside. I don't think Iceman knows he hit him with a chair.
I don't think Iceman has seen him.
Colonel De Beers is going to come out and pour bleach all over the ring.
And I'm sure he will. But I'm curious to see the reaction in his face. I'm curious to see.
And De Beers,
what business he got here?
I don't think he bought a ticket because he looks like he's either doing some scouting or trying to make his presence known to the Iceman.
Maybe like cause a little distraction for whatever reason, but Iceman's been around a long, long time. But nevertheless, I want to see what he does when he sees the bird.
Good shot. You can see how close the Colonel was to ringside now as he's inching up slowly and surely.
I don't know for sure. I didn't look super into it. From what I understood, at least before he actually did the order, it sounded like they were just restoring the executive order from Biden, which was saying to like expedite it, but it didn't actually have like a hard deadline or do you know what I mean? Like there wasn't, it was just like a recommendation basically. So unless something has changed, one of you guys might know, but that's what I thought it was, but I didn't actually read the executive order.
I've seen him yet.
And there's his view.
Look at De Beers. Look at De Beers pointing at him.
It's going to mostly impact like research, right?
Pointed at Iceman and said something. Iceman didn't say it to him.
He has not looked.
He does back to him. He's concentrating on his match. Well, he should.
Yeah, De Beers has been uncharacteristically quiet, however. You do notice him, but he really hasn't said much. No. Oh, big chop. Iceman trying for
But as far as I know, it does not affect the issues around like the hemp stuff right now. It doesn't impact that in any way, I don't think.
He's got it.
The terrible wrath of the Viking is next on the Fury Hour.
Oh boy.
Viking, look at this guy. Awesome, huh, Greg?
Yeah, the fans with the publicity pictures and some of the shirts that you can purchase from the UWF, as you can see. The Viking making his way into the ring.
You know, the fans don't like this guy, and he don't like them either. You noticed in the past, he goes and he makes insulting remarks. But you can't take it away from him. Look at this. This is a really extremely powerful.
Look at this generous man.
Get out the Iceman here.
What is he doing here? Taking a chair.
As the fans chair, and what is he doing? He's just plastering that very expensive chair.
He smashed it, and he tells one of the young people who was sitting on it, now you can have it, you can sit on it now. He smashed it. Some of these younger people, these young men are sitting there, they were making some derogatory remarks, and he didn't like
UWF, the Universal Wrestling Federation, including maybe the biggest dream match in the history of wrestling, the Viking versus the Blue Knight.
This was back from a week or so ago.
Fortunately, that gentleman was right enough to get another chair. They're taking that one out of there. The intern going up against the... Oh, boy, good clothesline by the Viking. Who outweighs his opponent by some 100 pounds, thereabouts. You see referee Larry Sampson, third man in the ring.
Larry Sampson, remember his problems with Colonel De Beers?
And takes the elbow to the neck. And, you know, you wonder what kind of chance, not to dispel him because he got in the ring and he...
What's up, CA? What is this? CH Natish?
Does the killer intern have against a guy like the Viking? This guy is one of
I'm going to
the
review your
guys in the
engagement
field
party, Natish.
In the UWF.
Personally, you want to give him credit? Yes, let's give the interns credit for accepting this challenge against the likes of the
I think it's silly. Like, it's just weed. Like, come on. What do people think weed does? Only people who don't smoke weed would think that weed was some crazy thing.
In this particular case, because this guy, the Viking, he's just too big.
Blue Knight? I don't know. He was in Memphis. They've got a Blue Knight.
Side suplex and he takes him right back. We've talked about in the past the Viking as an array of...
Look at the size of this guy. Look when he flexes. I mean, you know, you've seen some people that are 300 some odd pounds, but how many people way over 300 pounds?
Who else wants to take a trip? Who else wants to learn more about Natish?
Tremendous size. So our cameraman wants some competition. He's not getting it right now from the killer intern.
Reefer Madness.
The intern gave 2 rights to the midsection. The Viking almost as if said, like, let me show you, and he gave him a big forearm. Whoa.
Whoa.
He got him right in the knee area. Well, it's a drop kick.
Yeah, he gave him a drop kick, but he didn't really catch him.
Yeah, actually, I beg your pardon, he got him in the groin area, and you see him bent over.
Right. Right, but the
Super early upload from EMAC. What's it about?
I'm not saying that if he had caught him properly, that he would have taken him over.
Monaralt? No, that guy, he's got a girl.
He's gonna have a chance to catch him here.
The guy in the Natish has a woman that looks like
He's taking too much time.
Monaralt. I'm going to be honest, kind of an upset here. The Blue Knight looks like he might lose this one. I thought he was a lock.
That was power. I mean, to catch a guy coming up the top rope like that.
Remember when he sent people to the hospital just because he dropped an elbow on him?
And look at these elbow smashes. That's 316 pounds coming, flying from the air, coming out full weight.
How do you guys feel about the booking of UWF?
Time again for Ask the Wrestlers and a chance for a lucky viewer to win a free
I feel like it's
UWF
very
t-shirt cap.
basic and very
This week's winner is
tame,
Ira Goldstein of Plainview, Long Island,
which is
who
kind of
asked
surprising.
Bruno Sammartino to compare the wrestlers of 20 to 30 years ago with today's men of the squared circle.
Well, Ira, there's no question that today you have some tremendous wrestlers. Look here at
Oh, he's going to see
Avatar.
Avatar.
Orndorff, Steve Williams, Orton, Brian Blair, many guys. I could go on. These are all tremendous wrestlers. However, I must tell you that in my day, we had some horses, too. When you talk about the Jonathan the Killer Kowalski's, the Kolovs, the Zalskis.
Bruno would have been a great Dorunda
interview.
interview.
And in all honesty, these
He's
guys
got prime time
tremendous.
energy.
So I would say to answer your question this way, we had some tremendous athletes in those
Listen,
days.
George, I don't care what you say. We cannot sell
So,
children
I don't know, because the upper
aerosol
hand
spray
of
cans of
that
paint,
brain here,
George.
which is impossible.
A free UWF t-shirt and cap is yours if we use your question on the air. So send in those letters. Send your questions with your name and address to Ask the Wrestlers, 702 Washington Street, Marina Del Rey, California, 90292.
Do not. Well, that's why a lot of states differentiate, though, between recreational and medicinal. Medicinal should be, well, I mean, even in a super conservative country, medicinal should be a lock for everybody. I guess then at the state level, if you decided you didn't want whatever, but it just seems like at a medicinal level, it should be a given. I think it should be a given at recreational, but not all state ideologies agree with that.
Hey fans, now you can carry your favorite UWF wrestler and personality wherever you go, wearing these new UWF t-shirts. You'll stand out and be the envy of the neighborhood. Here's where to order either Dr. Death, Captain Lou, Mr. Wonderful, Bruno, Dan Spivey, Brian Blair, or the UWF logo. Caps are available too. So order now.
Chief Jay Strongbow coming in the ring. This is going to be something special. Chief Jay against Barry O. You see Chief Jay going to work with a chop and then sends it to the turnbuckle.
As we expected, Greg, a lot of action in this match. I mean, from the beginning, once that bell rang, these guys have really been going at it. Great action. As we expected.
It's like a side headlock. Chief Jay trying to apply, but look at Barry O's strength as he's trying to break it.
He's trying to turn it into an overhead wrist lock. Let's see, will he succeed? Will he succeed? Yes, yes. But yeah, I think he yanked the hair.
He did yank on the hair. And there is a lot to pull on there.
A lot of hair to pull there, that's for sure. You really got a handful.
Chief Jay Strongbow. You know, he has gone through some tough times here in the UWF in terms of things that have happened to him.
Nice arm drag by the Chief on Barry O.
The Cactus Jack with that foreign object several weeks ago, and he just says, I'm not going to take it anymore. This is what Chief Jay is saying. So he is on the warpath as well.
Well, right now, I'll tell you what, he's got his hands full with this Barry O because this Barry O's a tough competitor. He's in shape. Look at him.
Barry O wisely held back. He was going to go with a drop kick, but he would have been in trouble. And he says,
he's too smart.
You're a little too smart.
Too smart. A little chicken, too, because the action's in the ring. When you run out, that doesn't...
Okay. Hey, Bethadone. I had to run down and get my delivery.
All right, let's see if this too smart.
I feel much more relaxed now.
Let's see how smart he is wrestling away.
Is this the main event, really? The sixth most famous Orton? Just Barry O, really?
Chief Jay Strongbow trying to lift up and get him in a suplex, but Barry O, as you can see, is a very formidable opponent.
Indeed,
this is really an outstanding matchup.
So far, what we've seen of Barry O, this is about the second time we've seen him in the last few weeks, and nothing to win or lose.
I wish there were more promos.
He's very quick. He certainly knows his wrestling. He looks for shortcuts here and there, but nevertheless, tough opponent.
Is he looking for submission in this particular hold, or is this just wear him down?
No, I don't think he's looking for submission. When he's going the way he's got him curled up like that, trying to cut his wings and so forth. And he knows if he does that, then naturally weakens the opponent.
A Boyd celebrity in here for the UWF. Beth does have UWF energy, so that makes sense.
The voice of the living legend, Bruno Sammartino.
Beth, how do you feel about being covered head to toe in baby oil, wearing nothing but cowboy boots?
Chief Jay Strongbow and Barry O.
Little strength contest here. Let's see.
Is he gonna do like is he gonna do like a rain dance?
Look at the faces.
Face of strain.
Gas station sushi? Isn't that a strain of weed?
Good call. Monkey flipped him right over.
Monkey flip, why not giraffe flip?
Mario?
In the giraffe world, it's called the giraffe flip.
Containing him very well on that ride, isn't he?
Beth has Luna Vachon energy.
Spin out.
Now he's got him in a precarious position, and you can see Chief's head bouncing back and forth over that bottom rope. And I'm not quite sure.
It is a strain of weed. I thought so.
Appeared to be illegal.
Well, he was kicking and everything else. The man was hooked up with the rope.
Wow. Powerful clothesline by Barrio. Now off the rope. Look out. What's going to happen? Oh, big push to the head.
It's really hard to look at his trunks are kind of
Chief J Strongbow. That is a good idea.
that one like black patch on his trunks is just kind of unfortunately placed.
I don't know how these guys can get up. Chief J hit that hard floor.
Well, you know, Greg, the secret
hard to imagine how he never made it to the tip top of the business.
If you train hard, it's amazing how much the human body can absorb. But if you're not, that's when you get hurt easily.
Chief J got up at the count of 8. So he's not counted out, but he's still in trouble. And he's out again.
Well, like we said before, this Barrio, win or lose, no question about it. He's a tough competitor in there. I think he can go against anybody and give anybody one heck of a battle. This is a very, very talented individual. Very impressive.
Haven't really seen the Chief be the Chief. He has been just thrown off his game. We haven't seen the war dance.
Yep.
We haven't seen him marching and prancing.
Barrio has gotten hurt and has stayed on him. He has stayed on him. His son has really given him any time to try to recoup.
Who is this fake Jay Strongbow?
You have to stay on with this mic.
The crowd is trying to cheer on Chief J. You probably could pick up from our mics. You can hear the howling.
And you know what? I've seen the Chief in serious trouble. When the people start that, somehow it's like deep energy to him. As he starts really reach from that when he comes on.
And look at this.
I don't really. I'm going to be honest. I don't care for baked or for gas station sushi. I think when my favorite kind of fish is baked sole.
And a shot directly square on the jaw.
Why is this match taking so long? Hey, what's up, Armani? I feel like this match should have been like him. I don't know. I guess Strongbow's kind of booked upper mid card maybe. He's been in some main events here, but the smell of baked sole is a known aphrodisiac. I know. I'm trying to get my face in some baked sole. Look at this. This is completely unnecessary.
Competition. And if Chief J heard that, you can bet if those howls didn't get him going, that certainly.
All right. See you later, Beth.
But nevertheless, Barrio continues to land several right hands.
They're just trying to rearrange the nose of Chief Strongbow there.
Look at him spitting on him. Why? What's so personal about this match? Did you got to spit on him? Is he just not like Native Americans?
Like this, if you can knock off a Chief J Strongbow,
this match is same.
Well, of course, Jay Strongbow's got quite a reputation. He's made for himself, and getting a win over someone like the Chief. Certainly, it's a big.
Look, Harry, we're setting up the next spot. Here we go. Here, let me put my ear right next to your mouth. This is outlaw.
The thing about UWF that I'm excited about is that they'll be going to places like Florida.
Knee lift, tomahawk. What, do you think that's what he was telling him? Barrio. Knee lift, tomahawk. Go home.
As we go on, hopefully we'll get to meet people from different states across this great land of ours.
Yeah, here comes the rain dance. This guy has no aura. He's got no charisma.
Looks like he's been revitalized here. Boom, one chop, knee lift.
And the big knee lift, and you're right.
Knee lift.
Blast of energy in the crowd howling him on.
Barry's like, listen, we've had a competitive match. You better give me 2 of them knee lifts.
There's a sleeper. Let's see.
Is it bye-bye time? Well, I heard a bell, but I don't see the referee indicating.
He didn't give up. I don't think he gave up.
I think that was an Eric Bell. Apparently,
He didn't give up. You know what I think happened here?
What's
This
that?
is a 10-minute time limit match.
Okay,
and I
yes.
think being a 10-minute time limit match, I think it's a draw.
I think you're right. Yes, Bruno.
Because it was obvious that Barrio didn't give up, so it has to be. Let's see. There you go.
UWF, the Universal Wrestling Federation, the pinnacle in sports programming.
What a match. Oh my god. These matches have seem like they've gone by kind of fast, but I'm also very high. I told Bethadone that one of the faceless A-loggers had gotten cucked and by BBC, and she gave me like an hour-long dissertation on the terminology and whatnot of cuckolding. Strongbow never got any better. Is he really junior though? Like, is he legit? Was he actually his son? I just feel like he had no, like, that Indian, like, you know, whatever it is, rain dance thing, like, that should be like that should be the easy part. And like, he was barely invested.
Once again, everyone, and welcome to the Universal Wrestling Federation Fury Hour. I'm Craig DeGeorge, along with the living legend, Bruno Sammartino. We've got a great hour. Glad you joined us. Let's touch on a couple of the matches of Bruno Sammartino. We've got the East.
How do you think, has Bruno ever said how he felt about UWF? I'd be kind of curious to find out. If, like, he was not legit. I was going to say, man, you think you'd get a little bit of the, you'd get a little bit of something if he was. I wonder what he thought about, like, legitimately as, like, an in-ring product.
The UWF, Sunny Beach.
It's going to be an interesting match, Craig, but you have to understand that here's Bob Orton. Bob Orton's a veteran. This guy...
Bob Orton versus Sunny Beach? That's interesting.
Knows every dirty trick in the book. Sunny Beach, on the other end, as you say, he's an up-and-coming. He's a big kid. He's strong. He's very talented. But the question is, can he stand up to a Bob Orton?
Well, we're here in the Big Apple, and we do have a big main event. Don Muraco, The Rock, going up against a real wacky and wild guy, and that is Cactus Jack. How do you size up that one?
Oh, wow. Oh, that's interesting. Muraco against Cactus?
UWF is a bloody match here. And, of course, Cactus was the one that did all the bleeding. Cactus Jack has swore that he's going to get revenge. At this time, he says
Bob Orton.
Muraco's going to be bleeding.
We'll see about that. Right now, let's get to
what
the
about
opening
Tim
matches,
Horton?
and let's go to Frankie E.
Thank you very much, Craig and Bruno. We have a very exciting lineup
Frank
of action
E.
coming your way tonight, so let's get right to the card at hand. Starting the night's activities is the Kansas City Bomber, Steve the Wild Thing Ray.
What's up, Vinny D the G? Cactus, hell yeah.
Crowd favorite, Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff.
Bob Horton.
The always rugged and near-perfect tactician, Cowboy Bob Orton.
Wild and crazy guy. Thought he was going to say David Sammartino.
Going up against the man with tan, riding in on his surfboard.
Beth knows about
Sunny
Tim
Beach.
Hortons. Are you trying to say that Bethadone Clinic got her cheeks clapped in the bathroom of a Tim Hortons?
And the feature brawl with the psychotic and very unpredictable Cactus Jack.
Listen, this guy, he's psychotic, he's somewhat unpredictable, he's a wild and crazy guy. And he's going to be wrestling this other guy who beat a jobber one time while he was eating a sandwich.
Popular Rock from Hawaii, Don Muraco. Our weekly walk on the wild side with Captain Lou in the captain's corner. And an Ask the Wrestler letter will be open for
You're
one of
pregnant
those
again?
lucky
Wow. Kim's pregnant, everybody. Hey, everybody. We're expecting. Kim is going to have my child, is going to bear my child. El Hijo del Boit. You guys are all going to have to pay child support. Let's get that out of the way right now. Hey, what's up, Paro? Oh, come on. Oh, I'm so wild. I'm going to carry the American flag. Okay, buddy. Wild would be carrying a Budweiser flag. Let's get that straight. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for the Wild thing. You want to have a baby? Well, I mean, well, never mind. Kim says she's going to have a miscarriage.
All right, here we go. Craig DeGeorge with Bruno and San Martino, and you see the patriotism displayed by Steve the Wild Thing Ray.
Kim, who's the father?
Ray, and he's waving the flag.
John Galt is the father.
Look at the jacket that he's wearing.
Whoa. Now, I understand, Bernie, that he borrowed your old tights.
Coming out to Metallica. Only Brian Blair's music seems like it comes through clear.
This guy, he really is exciting to watch. This is a guy who goes in that ring and he really enjoys it. He loves to wrestle, and it shows every second he's in there. Even when he's in the receiving end, you know, he's still.
Kimba the White Lion. I remember, wasn't that like a movie or a TV show or something? Kimba the White Lion? Or was that just like old folklore that became a movie?
His opponent, of course, may be a familiar face to you. That's Carmine Albano.
How's it going, JF?
Lou Albano, an amateur wrestler, goes at 260. Steve the Wild Thing Ray at 255. And Carmine Albano's attire a little bit more similar to
what's up, Tom Brady? Hey, you're a Power Rangers guy. What do you know about Romano Productions?
What
was that colorful color yet?
The three different colors I wore basically were black.
Yeah, he does come out to Bonanza. Yeah.
Also blue ties and green. They also wore green.
With his partner in crime, the Golden Greek, John Tolos.
Wild Thing has been very impressive for the UWF.
Yeah, he really is. And, you know, a big kid, 255 pounds. He's tall, you know, and it's well distributed. He looks well. Although Carmine Albano, 260 pounds, a little bit bigger.
Hold on, I can't see Oh, there's Armani.
They match as far as size, height, and weight.
Fleetwood the Prophet, leave Beth alone. What's your problem? You need to get attention that bad, or maybe your mom didn't. I give you that much attention, huh, you loser? Armani really he's starting off polite. Imagine Armani is a cooler. He's coming up and he's going to be nice until it's time to not be nice.
It is so great to be in New York City.
Well, he does. You know, if you noticed, Greg, all the matches that we see of this Wild Thing Ray here, he's always trying to get the fans involved with the action. Somebody likes their participation.
Listen, Cody,
he loves the fans, I'll tell you that.
If Beth could catch a fat nut, she would be willing to stop.
Yes, he is. Not too much action yet in the ring. They're kind of stalking one another.
They lock horns. Let's see what happens. Oh, never mind. Gets against the ropes. He break clean. Hey, how about that? He did.
He did? He says he used to watch you and
Beth, if you had a baby though, you'd have to retire from the Boit. You'd have to become a momfluencer like Donut Mom or 12 or 13 Pizza Mom. Everyone's playing a character online. Not Clarence.
Step back. Wait a minute here. Let me regroup a little.
All right, now, Batty, you can't blame him right now in that difficult, precarious position. And, oh, boy, gets pulled out and banged down to the back in the rump area. Not a nice introduction to the UWF. This is his debut.
Kim doesn't need anybody. She doesn't know it. She's just talking. She's upset about her pregnancy. And now she's talking about getting rid of the child.
Tried to get sort of behind it to avoid it, and as a result, he still went over, but he almost landed on his head. So in trying to block the move, he actually did himself even more harm, and he could have done it.
Well, that's what I mean. You'd have to leave content creation.
Nearly went down for that recap. action this week on the Universal Wrestling Federation Fury Hour. Still to come, Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. Also the big one we've been talking about, the East Cowboy Bob Orton and Sunny Beach. And later on, Don Muraco, the Rock.
Bob Orton versus Sunny Beach is such an awesome main event.
Good move by Carbine Albano.
Well, they tripped him up and just...
Boy, these matches are so long.
And Steve went down and took a pretty good shot.
And now he's working on the
I think that... Oh, I can't remember who I was talking to. I think it might have been...
When you get the arm like
I think it might have been Van Gogh about the jobber matches, maybe, or somebody. I think the issue with them is that they're all long in UWF. There's hardly any actual, like, short, to-the-point squash matches. Like, even low-card guys are all, it's 50-50 booked a lot of the time. Like, this match sucks, this jobber sucks, and the guy that's wrestling sucks. So, like, they should just do the have him run out, play to the crowd, get in the ring, hit a few punches, do a power slam, and put us all out of our misery.
There's a great clothesline we've seen often from Steve the Wild Thing Ray.
Let this guy cut a coke-fueled promo instead.
Follow up and catch with the quick. You can't be standing centering. You're giving your opponent, especially if he's quick like the Wild Ray here. You're giving him too much of a chance to counter, and that's exactly what he did. But what's he going to do now here? Is he going to...
Wants Albano to get up. Look out. He's on the top rope. He's coming flying down.
Whoa.
And that should be enough. Oh, boy. Nicely done. The flying body press by Steve Wild Thing Ray. Albano showing some signs, but this was the Wild Thing's match.
Oh, wow. He really laying one on that front row trad. Look at that guy dressed up like a bellhop. Isn't that so cool? Look. That's awesome. Man, that would really enhance my experience at the venue to see a guy dressed like that. Now he's surprise adopting this child. Look at Herb Abrams. Did you see him? Go to Kroger? No.
You're here with all these wild and crazy fans. They're the ones that paid the big bucks. It wasn't me. I'm a professional wrestler by trade. These guys are what made me.
Can't all be Muraco versus Cactus.
So let's hear party time.
Party time. Yeah, but you just about got your ass beat by a jobber.
Hey, we want our troops fighting in the Persian Gulf to know we're behind them 100%. And we want you to share our feelings by wearing this Support Our Troops t-shirt. The UWF is selling this shirt to show how much we care for our dedicated troops fighting in a terrible war in the Arabian desert.
Just send $15 to UWF Troop.
It doesn't say any of the money goes to charity or anything.
California, 90292. Proceeds go to our men and women fighting.
From what I understand, which is basically just shoot interviews and what was on the dark side of the ring, it doesn't really seem like... It just seemed like you could kind of do... Herb was like matchmaking, I guess, more than booking. It seemed like they had pretty much total freedom over what they did and said.
In the Persian Gulf. Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff enters the square circle next on the Fury Hour.
Mr. Wonderful
Paul Orndorff. Craig, who the heck is this guy, the Beast? Look at him. He's a great-looking character, huh?
Unknown parts, unknown weight, and I would assume unknown talent at this point.
That's right.
And that could be a...
Well,
Who is this guy?
Take that thing off because he's got horns there. Certainly not gonna. He can't wrestle with that.
John Lovett's in the crowd.
Too, but he could be in trouble.
Who's this individual?
Well, if he does not put on some sort of effort here against one of the greats, certainly in the UWF, Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. Look at that. Looks a little bit like the Viking, I guess.
Yeah, I would agree, Van Gogh.
Kevin Costner might be looking at.
Seemed like he just liked the lifestyle, he liked being around wrestling and partying and.
Look at that! Now he's Tony Esposito all of a sudden here. former Chicago goaltender. Let's see. I guess he's going to keep the mask on, Bruno. Now, if you're going against him, you certainly wouldn't want to go against the guy with the mask, would you?
The man with,
I mean, a protective mask.
yeah, what's he got? Has he got another one underneath that, I wonder? But anyway, the main thing is he can be the beast. He can wear the mask.
Bruno's like, I wonder how many masks this man really wear.
You know, Orndorff.
Mr. Wonderful. Boy, what a match that was. And people are still talking about that match against Dr. Death.
Yanni is the divine feminine, Kim.
Got bloodied up.
Yeah. No question about it. That was a tremendous match, a tough match. But,
yeah, the thing that surprised me about the match, Bruno, is that even after the match, when you thought they were finished and everybody was in the ring holding their back, they still were able to wiggle free and get at one another. And they still had something
Kim's
left.
just moody because of her pregnancy.
One another had it. Oh,
drop kick. Yeah, beautiful drop kick. A nice arm drag by Paul Orndorff.
And another one. And Orndorff.
And then that triggered Bethadone wanting to get her wound rated.
Orndorff really quickly on his feet so that his opponent would not have a chance to really regroup and boom, catch him with a second one. And of course, the way to regroup, he chose to go outside the ring, and that's one way of doing it. But that's what I like about Orndorff. Very quick. When he executes something like an arm drag, he's starting to shoot so quick that he's already set to do something else, whether follow another arm drag or whatever, while his opponent is still off balance.
What is this guy's name? Did anybody remember it or pick it up?
Look at Mr. Wonderful. In terrific shape, too, Bruno.
Always in great shape, always very aggressive in that ring. He's all business. From the time
Very expensive.
He's in great shape, always very aggressive in that ring. He's all business. From the time he enters that ring, he is all business. And yes, it is. He's always in great shape.
He should criticize Herb Abrams for reckless spending during these matches.
Always.
Wouldn't that be amazing if Bruno started criticizing Herb Abrams' business decisions on commentary? But he stays like this, deadpan about it.
Well, we don't know if we've seen it before, obviously, with that mask on. Certainly he doesn't...
I've heard a few of the fellows have had their checks bounced. I saw the promoter in the hotel room. He was naked except for cowboy boots, covered in baby oil and cocaine.
Unknown moves, I guess, from the unknown man. The Beast. Trying to choke. Hold now on Orndorff.
Kim got pregnant from a Ouija board. That could be true.
Who hails out of Brandon, Florida, in the Tampa Bay area. Has him up back. Nicely done. Oh, wow. He's had some terrific moves here in the match. Here's Orndorff again. Close run. And now he's looking for a pile driver finish. You know what's coming,
Whoever this person is, it's an interesting character. I feel like oh my God, are they like a Minotaur? Okay, so jumping, spinning pile driver. That was like Zangief. Real life Zangief. Glazed over. Don't ever say that. Don't ever say that. Oh my God, that's horrific. Now I definitely now I'm so sickened I couldn't possibly breed a boy e-girl.
The winner, Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff. At least when you have a match.
Why'd he keep bringing it up too? He kept bringing it up over and over and over again in the interview. Ugh.
With Mr. Wonderful, Herb.
I'm here with Paul, Mr. Wonderful Orndorff, and Paul, I have a question for you. Is it difficult wrestling these kind of wrestlers right now when I know all you have on your mind is that big lumberjack coming up in a few short weeks with Steve?
That was a great pile driver.
Well, you know something? Anytime you step into that ring, my attitude is this. That man's out.
Do y'all know what it is like to be Kim? No, you don't. Don't think about her. Send her positive energy only.
And yes, I'm looking forward to that lumberjack match.
Do I have your attention now, Mr. Wonderful? It don't matter if it happens in the Pinta Hotel, the Madison Square Gardens, you name it, pal. I'll do it outside in the parking lot, anywhere. Because I'm tired of waiting. It's time.
Boy, look at this hair, Prince Valiant haircut. Has it been that bad the whole the whole run of the show? Oh man, the last Captain Lou's corner of the day, guys.
How are there, wrestling fans? This is Captain
We're gonna
Lou
watch
back
after
again this week with my
this,
segment
though.
of
We're
the
gonna watch some
Captain's Corner.
Necro Butcher
And this
matches
week I have one of the
to
greats
celebrate
of the world of
Christmas.
professional wrestling, a man that I managed in the past, Don Muraco. Big Don, how are you? I like the shirt.
Let me tell you something, Big Don.
What do you think about the world situation today and what's going on with certain wrestling organizations capitalizing on our boys over there fighting? What do you think about it, Don?
You know, Cap, you and I have been the same. We've always been crazy. We've always done whatever.
I'd tell him right out of the gate, I'd be like, look, Lou, I've seen how you disrespect the people and sneak diss them when they come on here. You try that bullshit with me, Lou, I will fuck you up, man. That's how I'd open with Lou.
Being made of people. We don't need jokes being going on. We need to throw our backbone into our troops, our backbone into our person. No support, no so goofy. Some goofy guy masquerading as an Iraqi. No guy, no turncoat Marine. We don't need none of those. We need Americans. We need Americans.
We need Americans. Let's go.
We need Americans trying to fight. We don't need
Look, you hear that, Clarence? You hearing this, Clarence? Seethe. Seethe, Clarence.
We're staying strong. We're staying free. We're staying number one. I'm staying with the captain. You're with the captain. UWF and the troops and overseas all together. What we're trying to say, baby, is that the UWF with Captain Lou Albano and Donna.
Of course, he's got to come in and take the thunder.
We're with you all the way, troops. Baby, we're backing you. Be with
The troops are like, well, we were about to sign a treaty, but now that we know we've got Captain Lou behind us. Woo, we love you. Moo, we love you. Moo? Moo, we love you. Woo! I'm sorry, but this is fucking amazing to me. Well, listen, Armani, I don't have an issue with him being pro-black, okay? He's very pro-black, but he's also very okay, here's the deal. He likes black people, Hispanic people, and Native American people. Anybody that's not part of those, he thinks is like demons or not even human. Like, he gets mad if I even watch his show. He doesn't even want a white person to like watch his show. You know what I'm saying? And I just try to be nice to him and learn about him like I, do a lot of other people on here. And he's very negative toward me because he keeps banning me because I'm white. He really hates America.
This next match is one fall with a 10-minute time limit.
What do you mean you've been bedridden for years? Don't you post like 500 dance videos a day?
Introducing a 280-pound
Clarence is wild. Clarence is really wild. I'm not ready to re-engage with him yet, but I've got to pray on it, you know.
With the surfboard though, and the sunshine and the waves.
He hates white people, and he hates Asians, and he hates Arabs. He sounds racist, yeah, but well, he wouldn't have kind things to say if he heard you say that, Armani.
Golden Greek, John Tolis. He is a 247-pound wrestler from St. Louis, Missouri. He is the Cowboy Bob Orton.
You know what I said to him, Armani? One time I went in there and I was like, or no, I told him, I said, he was insulting me over and over again. So I said, well, Clarence, I hope you have a good day. And he went on like a 10-minute rant and he was like, okay, anybody who come in here and say, have a good day. Okay, you gonna tell me to have a good day. I know what that means. That's manipulation. That means fuck you. When you say have a good day, what you really mean is have a fucked up day. And he went on like a huge rant about telling him that I hope that he had a nice day or had a good day. Like, drove him completely off the deep end. Don't even get him started on Thanksgiving. I mean, forget about it.
Well, the
problem Sonny Beach is going to have is, number one, in facing Bob Orton, he's meeting a tremendous wrestler.
We've got time today if you guys want to watch Necro versus Low-Key. It's one of the few times we'll have a window for it.
I'm sure we've said this before in fans, some of the older fans remember the Tolan brothers, one of the toughest.
The only well, you look pretty. I'm not trying to gas you up here or anything, but if that is you in those videos, you do look like you get around pretty decently. I mean, you have some moves, Kim, if we're gonna be on the level here. So, in other words, you're telling me you're bedridden except for when you get up and shake your ass on the internet. Is that what I'm led to believe? Does he hate the holidays too? Yeah, well, listen, he says if you celebrate Thanksgiving, then like, fuck you, you're a horrible person. He calls it Thanks-killing. And he was very upset with me when I just wished him a happy Thanksgiving on Thanksgiving, and he was irate about it. But yeah, he hates the holidays.
And I guess anything away from the beach is the wrong part of town for Sonny. He appears to have won the crowd over. Although that is pretty easy to do when you're going up against the likes of the Ace.
That's for sure. We know that Bob Orton is not the...
I don't think you look out of shape.
And look at him. He's gnawing away already at the bicep of Sonny Beach. There's Tallis. Well tanned.
I don't want to say anything more about it because I don't like to objectify women on the internet, but I didn't think you looked out of shape.
You can't take away the man's abilities. This guy...
No, TNA has shut me down like numerous times for watching stuff that's not even theirs, so I'm sure they would come after me for that, yeah. I mean, I wish.
It's too bad that he chooses to be what he is, who breaks all the rules so forth on, but Bob Orton, in my opinion, could be an extremely successful wrestler without any of that.
So you just collect all of your strength to get up and shake your ass for a few minutes every day? That's what you want to use your little bit of like active time for? Who are these loud mouths? Was that the behemoth from that Judge Wapner episode? Oh yeah, we watched it on here. Remember where that Titanic Tony sued the behemoth and they went on the People's Court? Jim Cornette did a full episode watch along and review of that. That's really good on his channel.
George, along with the living legend Bruno Sammartino, and look, John Tolis does appear to be more concerned about the crowd than the match in the ring. And
I think it's a good use of your time. I'm just saying, you know. You seem like you get around pretty well in those videos. You're kind of going into a lot of positions and whatnot, you know.
Have a match and a great wrestling excitement in the Big Apple.
Absolutely. Good old New York. I love this town, Craig.
Although I understand fans in Florida, keep your eyes on the screen. We will be apparently heading down there in a...
Keep your eyes on the screen, okay.
Trying to get a hip toss, but look at that. Beach with another reversal and gets the hip toss on Orton, and Orton is shaken up. And again, he doesn't have his manager helping him out.
That's true, but that was a nice reversal. Orton actually tried to catch Sonny Beach with that hip toss. Sonny Beach did it very nicely.
Can we officially name Bob Orton the Fusion Studios Wrestler of the Year? I think he's earned it.
A little possum here, and I would say...
He's been in like 4 different promotions we've watched, or it feels like it.
Stopped signing autographs, and he's back in there now, and you just wonder from the Tolis viewpoint, he knows what he's doing usually. If he tried to purposely...
Or would it be Keith Eric?
No, the ref does not notice him, and all of a sudden, sort of, where is this guy? Yeah, when he's interfering in the match.
Right.
Oh, you know what?
The coach, look at him.
Who should really win it is Downtown Bruno.
Hat and whistle, the coach.
Does he have any authority with that whistle? Can he signal a penalty on Sunny Beach?
Hey, listen, I'll tell you what, that whistle might mean a lot more than one might think, because keep in mind, he has friends back there.
Yeah, like on Tuesdays we're watching UWF for like the foreseeable future, but we're gonna watch those in order, and then we'll switch to like a different, you know, kind of off-label promotion. But Fridays is always Memphis Wrestling. We'll probably, if we make it, if I live long enough to get to the end of the stuff we can show like legally on the channel, then we'll probably just loop back to like 1979 and start all over again. We'll prime time with Memphis.
Cena Horton seemed in trouble when he came off the rope. He really did. I'm not sure that Sonny Beach
Gary Young.
with that headlock. To me, when you mentioned
Well, let me tell you, Gary, it ain't going to be Gary Young. Let's make that abundantly clear right now. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, Cody Turbo. It ain't gonna be Gary Young. He ain't even gonna get an honorable mention.
The headlock doesn't hurt, but a guy like Orton, he knows how to use leverage to take some of the pressure off, and there he is. And right now, it looks like he's gonna have the upper hand.
Good point. Yes, he was in a side headlock, and then all of a sudden, you saw that knee planted in the ear of Sonny Beach. Tolis trying to cover around now. Tolis has really the ability here, Bruno, without another manager, to work the entire ring. Wherever the action is, he seems to be in the corner.
Yeah. Just go back to the beginning.
That could be double trouble for Sonny Beach. Boy, Beach's face is already red, but it will be a little bit redder from the boot of the ace. Sonny has that great
I could do that with that run of Thorpe content from like the Ben getting arrested for taking a walk with his daughter to the first Grace firing from Lolcow Live. That could be a prime time or Memphis level content loop. Because by the time you get to the end of it, you're just like, you convince yourself you're gonna pick up on things the next time through, you know. And I have in prime time, to be fair. Who? DJ Waheed? Okay.
Absolutely. He doesn't miss a trick. This guy knows
like watching all the, yeah, there you go.
He doesn't make too many mistakes, that's for sure. You gotta be careful not to make a mistake when you're wrestling Orton, because he's the type of a guy who can just take advantage and take advantage.
Well, I probably, if I was just watching it by myself, I probably wouldn't. But I'm saying, like, for the purposes of a stream, I don't mind it too much. If it's really good content.
He got caught there, and when he was by those ropes, he should have hooked that bottom rope, and maybe could have had some leverage and not allowing her.
Kim's trying to prove that in 2014 they forced her to dance to help them make Avatar for the video games. Are you the famous female body in the Just Dance series, Kim? Is that what you're revealing here? In a Fusion Studios exclusive? Oh, when you were a size 0 back then.
He's a young guy, you know, he has a couple years, of course, in the professional circuit. But, you know, he trained well, he trained long, he was in the amateur ranks, and he's a big kid, 280 pounds, he's very tall. Right now, he's got flesh as the advantage, but up to now, he's made a good account of himself. He's been doing okay against Orton.
Kim, would you be serious for just one moment? Oh, look at the guy doing the claw. I love that. Do you guys do the claw when you go to a live show? I'm always doing the claw.
Do you find, Bruno, good put to the face there, that most wrestlers who have success in the ring were talented amateur wrestlers, or is it possible to go the route without having an amateur background?
There's that tremendous amateur background.
Is a definite help for an individual. Someone without an amateur background, to me, will never.
It said it again.
Tops, and it's been very difficult.
Too much time to make up, too much to learn, I guess. Oh boy!
Oh, get him out of here, ref.
The elbow to the neck at Beach. Boy, he probably wishes he was lying in a look at this. We talked about it.
Smoky Mountain Wood, yes, unfortunately, yeah. So we tried OVW through a variety of methods as well, and could never get any of them to work. But yeah, Smoky Mountain would be probably maybe for the purposes of chat, it would be the best watch through we could possibly do. It would be second only to maybe Memphis. But personally, I would love to do Mid-South, which is what I started to do, but then I got flagged, and yeah. But Mid-South would be my ultimate personal favorite, but I would love to do Smoky Mountain because I think that it would be great chat.
Maybe it's a 12. He's a big man. 14, is that right?
Yeah, they do own it. Watching you from Pakistan, the weed is good, but it's a shame it's illegal there. Oh no. Yeah, Pakistan, weed sweet kingpin area.
John Tolis knows where every camera is in this building.
Yes, he does. I was told that he runs quite a bit every day, 5-6 miles. But he's not heavy.
I'm always showing my buddy in Afghanistan all kind of stuff from over here.
Now I guess it's about 220 Tolis.
I'd like to see him run away from the ring area. How about that? Doing 5 miles right now. I'm sure Sunny Beach wouldn't mind that after getting.
Yeah, Smoky Mountain would be epic. Oh my God! Just the Dixie Dynamite, Dirty White Boy, the crazy fucking promos, Ron Wright. Bob Armstrong is one of like the best authority figures of all time. Stud Stable versus Rock and Roll versus Heavenly Bodies. Buddy Landell versus Shawn Michaels. Oh my God, that promo.
Trying for some sort of slam.
What's it? No, he's got more than a slam in mind. I don't know what he's trying to do. But even if it was a slam,
we've played that promo on here and didn't get flagged.
Okay, right.
Oh, 30, please, dude, 35 cents, shit.
No, you let him up that time.
Maybe like 4 cents. He was still jacked, absolutely. Smoky Mountain to me is such an amazing territory because it actually tells a story. Like, it opens with a story, and that story continues through the entire run of the company, and then that's the story that ends when the company ends. And I just think that, like, I just love the storytelling in it. It's got so many bizarre Boit-style moments in it. All these it's got such like emotionally passionate promos, like when a dude takes off the Dixie Dynamite mask and it's revealed that he's an Armstrong, and he has that thing where he didn't want anybody to know that, you know, Bullet was his dad because he wanted to prove he could make it on his own. And it was just, everything about Smoky Mountain was just like pure uncut pro wrestling vibes. Everything too really felt like it meant something or was part of, you know, part of a moving puzzle. Yeah, Tracy Smothers. Sunny had a great run there too. She did the Andy Kaufman gimmick of trying to train the she had to train that unconventionally looking woman to how to be a real lady. Ron Wright with Dirty White Boy was so good. Paul Orndorff against Garvin. Then you have like Night of Legends. And that's just stuff that like stood out like just off the top of my head. If I really sat down and thought about it, I could probably think of a bunch more.
Look at Cactus Jack. Look at him. Look at his face.
Steve Ray and Sunny Beach look like a natural in there. Just when you thought they were going down,
if you danced every day, you would be a size 0. You got to save your energy for emergencies and ass shaking.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The winner, the referee awards the match by disqualification due to outside interference to Cowboy Bob Orton.
There, finally.
No surprise there. Let's see what Abram has to say. He's talking with the East Cowboy Bob Orton and Cactus Jack.
Oh, somebody asked about the booking of UWF. I remember now in that Dark Side of the Ring episode, they said that he would literally change things on the spot, like with just how he felt or what was going on, like that he would overturn decisions or he would make like, you know, he would change stories like literally on the spot sometimes.
And I got the contract on Big Bob Orton.
You tell him, Tolos.
But the greatest wrestlers in my stable, and you people see that tonight. And this is only the beginning, because I am only starting with my stallions.
That's a real manager, not like that albino.
John's got me.
Bob Orton.
When I'm out there having my fun, beating people to a pulp, the things I like to do best, humiliate them, slap them in the face, and beat them to a pulp. And then this wild
What do you mean you never shake your ass on there? I watch your videos.
interfering in my business. Well, he better be ready, boy. You better be ready.
What do they call it? John, will you accept the challenge if these guys challenge you back to a tag team match? First of all,
Do I watch boxing? Not really anymore. I used to.
will you accept the challenge from these two guys? Let me tell you something.
Oh, man. Boy, look at that coward wild thing trying to grab a chair. Bob disarms him and puts him in a chokehold. There we go. Cactus trying to help him out, too. Look at Tolos laying him in on him. Look at Cactus's outfit. It's a great look.
I don't want somebody to get hurt back there. Some of the fans look to the fans to get him out of the way.
I didn't say you twerked.
These are four big men plus Tolis. Oh boy, look at this. Biggest really gets out of hand. Come on. Folks, where's security here? Security, where are the referees? Where's this?
Oh, look at him laying it in.
Look at Tolis. Look at this. Now here's a manager.
Oh, man.
I'll tell you.
That was a great effect.
He's got the chair now. Let's see. Who's he going to hit with it? Let's see McNeil Tolis with it.
He's going to try, but they are off now and back to the dressing room area. Wow. Well, and sure, look at that. We have not seen the last of this one. And
Yeah.
if these two guys work together.
What would he have been here, like mid-40s? I don't have any idea. I don't know very much about Captain Lou outside of the biz. I don't know much about him inside. I mean, I saw him all the time, but
278 pounds from Honolulu, Hawaii, Don the Rock Muraco.
oh man, what a matchup. Is he coming out to the Rocky theme song? Or the Hawaii 5-0?
Muraco and Cactus Jack, and talk about some different styles, different strategies, different people. You've got it all here.
I thought it was the that real upbeat Rocky instrumental for a second.
Faced each other. At that time, I believe we were out in California when they wrestled each other. And I'll tell you what, that turned out to be a very bloody match. And Cactus Jack swore that if he had the opportunity to wrestle Muraco again, he was going to pay and make him pay for every
Clarence would call Albino a so-called white.
We'll have to see if Cactus Jack can do what he can deliver, what he said he was going to do.
Are you trying to say Kim doesn't have a wagon?
Enjoying this kind of match. You know, Muraco.
I don't know how you can enjoy a match with the likes of a Cactus Jack. I mean, maybe he's a little psychotic with Cactus Jack.
I think it's the challenge, bro. I think Muraco likes the challenge. I think he can get bored with the typical match. He likes different challenging, and he's certainly getting one here.
Yeah, I thought Muraco must be in the vicinity of 300 pounds. He looks big.
Yeah.
Kim, can you clarify the status of your wagon?
He really is hoping to work himself back into real good shape.
We strive for accuracy here at Fusion Studios.
His weight's listed at 278, but he looks to me closer like 290 or thereabouts. Because he does look heavy.
There was a guy too that would be funny if we watched the low-key Necro match. That he's dressed in like a really nice suit, and he's there only to see low-key. Like that's it. And he gets like super hype.
Jack was going to try to give a vertical suplex. See what Muraco did? He dropped on his knee, took the leverage away from Cactus Jack. Smart, very smart move.
Took a big right hand there, though.
Hey, listen, that right hand is better than them taking a vertical suplex, I'll tell you. Although if Cactus follows up with a lot more of those.
Yeah. Down here, here's Cactus Jack.
He had a front row seat too. His front row went really fast for that show. I think he probably bought it from somebody once he got there.
Right on that top row, so,
That's the only time I ever saw that guy.
This is where look at that chokehold on Muraco. Painful to even watch. Referee getting in there now. Finally tells him to release. And he kicks him out. This has been, I guess, the kind of matchup we expected.
The White Walkers? Wow.
I'll tell you the truth, yeah, in a way. But I'll tell you what I expected. I expected because of Cactus Jack and the way he is, and after the last time that they met, I expected to see, it's a tough match. They're beating each other on pretty good. But I kind of expected Cactus Jack to be a little wilder, trying to get a chair, table, anything to avenge.
Did that? Oh no, I thought that said Fanta. It says Penta. We're at the Penta Hotel. Damn. I was like, man, that would be a cool piece of Fanta memorabilia. Look at that. Look at that Elvira chick that wouldn't get out of the way.
Yeah, what is he doing? Does he think the match is over or what? What's he looking for?
You thought you can't choke people in wrestling? Well, so you can't, Armani, but you can. You do. Referee does have discretion to break it up at 5. So as long as you break the choke by 5, you're okay, in theory.
Again, he's not exactly the guy to say, excuse me, could you get out of that chair? There's one right.
Why are they chanting USA? Cactus Jack isn't from New Mexico. Isn't he from New Mexico?
He's really got, he's got the garbage.
Oh no.
With the garbage can.
Right on the side of the head. Especially on top of the head.
I'm trying to get. What are you talking about, Kim?
When they say unpredictable.
Oh man, great camera work. Oh Lord. Can you imagine?
Garbage is all over Cactus Jack. You can see the liquid pouring out.
Yeah, bending the rules. There you go, Armani.
I don't think he can get out either.
But see, Armani, people like me and you, we're the baby faces. We don't resort to those type of tactics, you know. So it's hard for us to understand why it's tolerated at all. But it is a technicality.
If somebody doesn't jump back in the ring, this is going to be a double disqualification, double count out. And here's look at this.
Now he's got the table.
Well, why are you making an angry face that you're Muslim? I don't have anything to do with that. I didn't rack it. I mean, I wasn't like, hey, listen, give this a try. Don't be mad at me about it.
He's got it under his neck, and he throws it back into the ring. Holy cow. And what does he smell like, too?
What does he smell like?
What do you think of that?
The referee's very upset with him. I'll tell you what, the referee's giving him every chance not to create a disqualification here because he certainly had it coming. In fact, for one, the referee went outside the ring trying to get him to go back in because he knows that the fans want to see this match come to a conclusion.
Remember, Armani, when you confronted Ruby Spacek for calling you slow? You came after her in the chat. I was losing my shit. You were like, oh, hey, how's it going, Ruby? Hey, so you think I'm slow?
He does. He's going to try to apply the sleeper and put him out.
Epic.
Before, Craig, it won't work. Not with Cactus's head.
That's the wrong strategy. You're right.
You see the way he hooked that ankle and took the arm and just shot right back with him.
And John Tolas is making an appearance.
Ruby didn't know what to think.
He is out. Trying to be the difference here.
The cheerleader for his new acquired man, Cactus Jack. Cactus is laying on the floor. Muraco's inside the ring and saying, come on, get back in here. And there's John helping his man out.
See, look at what a good manager Tolos is.
Muraco looks like he...
Muraco, he's bleeding from his ear.
Left ear.
Well, I'm surprised that that's all there is. I'm surprised the ear isn't off with some of the blows with that garbage can.
You don't speak to Ruby anymore? Wow.
You name it. Cactus Jack has used it.
The only thing they've left out, I think, is the...
After he throws him to the floor? What's the name of the match?
Everything else they have used as a weapon here.
Which specific one is that?
From his left ear. As you can see, Tolas is going to work now. And he's getting him in the
Bruno's energy is very odd. That Chatter Daninsky told me that Bruno was only around for like the first 6 episodes one time. I think he was fucking with me.
He has to interfere all the time. When he saw that blood coming out of Muraco's ear, and he thought, hey, there's a place where he's damaged, and let me see if I can inflict a little more damage to it.
You know one thing, Don Muraco's keeping a scorecard.
I can't believe somebody looked at everything that was going on in this and was like, hey, listen, you know what would really popped the territory? Craig DeGeorge. I think I preferred Herb. That's who did it first, right? For the first few episodes.
Knockdown, right hand into Muraco's head. Again, the same area.
Well, Cactus gave Muraco maybe half a dozen shots to the side of the head. But when Muraco scoops him up and drops him on his knee like that, I'll tell you what, Cactus felt that one. Although, to his credit, look at that. I'll tell you, one thing I'd say about Cactus Jack, in all honesty, I've never seen anybody...
Hey, listen,
like he can.
ATF Media, these referees pass a rigid series of tests put on by the State Athletic Commission. See, I got through that. Even I was doubting it at the end, but I did make it through it. I was like, can I remember all these words? And then I was like, stop thinking about remembering the words, because that will make it more difficult to remember the words. But I got it out. I got it done. No, I'm not going to tell. I don't tell them who they can and can't talk to. All right, well, that's episode 18 of UWF. We're gonna stop it there for UWF. I do have some more time though. I'm gonna stick around for a little bit. I want to watch some more indie matches.